Yeah, the only bucket that Mount Vernon has is that long three, and they really even haven't had a good look other than that one.
Yeah, the defensive pressure from the Lady Indians has been a factor here in the first. Now shuffle her feet. They're going to call Yoder for the travel there. It's a turnover back to the Mountaineers.
Kind of an unforced mistake there. Hate to see those.
And that just allows Osage to get back into their press. Bieber into the lane against Bartlett. She's going to be called for the walk. Thought she got the jump stop in. Took an extra step trying to get around Bartlett. And that's a tall task in of itself.
No pun intended.
I didn't even notice. A serious broadcaster. Helton over to Sperling. Into the corner now. Bartlett working inside. They're trying to front her. Yoder gets a step on her defender. Can't get it to go in, but Bartlett just slips by her defender for the offensive rebound and put back. It's an 11-0 run for an 8-point lead, 11-3 here. 4:34 left to go in the first. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Don't settle for an average rate. Earn 11 times the national average and make the most of your money with a high-yield savings account at First Bank of the Lake. Earn 5.25% APY with a $2,500 minimum opening deposit. Don't wait. Maximize your savings today. Call, come by, or open your high-yield savings account online today. Find out what it's like to work with a bank that puts you first. Member FDIC. APY means annual percentage yield. See bank for details.
Back here at School of the Osage High School doubleheader night. Quick reminder for everyone who can't make it out to the game tonight. If you go to MoSportsZone.com, you can follow along. I believe the game might accidentally say Camdenton versus Osage girls. It's actually Mount Vernon girls versus Osage. Not sure if we can get that fixed or not. Looking into it. But, yeah, if you go on to MoSportsZone, you can find the link there. It's a live video synced up with our radio broadcast. It'll be that way for the boys' game as well tonight. A great way to watch the Indians this season throughout the course of the rest of this year. 4:20 left to go here in the first. Osage with an 8-point lead, 11-3. Seems like that was backcourt in some sense of the matter. But no.
Is that because it was off the inbounds and she didn't have full possession? That was an interesting call.
Listen, Steve,
she was clearly backcourt.
It's because he missed the call.
Oh, okay. I was trying to give him credit.
You do this all the time. You make excuses for the refs. And ball knocked away on the inbounds. It's going to be a jump ball. The possessor states what, Steve?
Hey, it's staying with the Mountaineers this time.
That's a digital possessor.
I think maybe we should change the possessor where it's like a spinning wheel, like it doesn't just go back and forth.
Yeah, and it was just random.
It's just random.
Mm-hmm. I'll talk to some people.
Please do.
I got friends at Misha. Ball knocked out of bounds once again.
You surprised me when you said you had friends.
You thought that's where that sentence ended. That's fair. Baseline inbound coming up from Mount Vernon. It's an 11-0 run for the Lady Indians here in the first. Mount Vernon got that first basket, the long three. And then the Osage defense has tightened up since then. Another three, another long three coming up from Bieber. Front iron, no good. Helton down with the rebound. Now she kicks it out to Hunsiger quickly across half court. Picks up her dribble, looking for help. The girls are reset here. Hunsiger, on the wing. Quick three up.
Oh, there we go.
Gets the friendly bounce off the back iron and goes down. It's a double-digit lead for Osage now, 14-3 here in the first quarter.
3:27 left in this first quarter.
Just dribbling right into a double team, and that defense is suffocating. Stepping on the outline. Turnover back to the Indians.
In, and it looks like you're seat. Mount Vernon gets down there in that corner. Osage double teaming and just making it hard for him.
Hunsiger in the corner, three-pointer up once again. It's like a trick shot in horse, getting the bounce off the rim, straight up into the air, and the three-pointer falls. Back-to-back triples for Hunsiger. Makes it a 14-point lead, a 17-0 run for Osage here in the first quarter.
Hey, once you might say is lucky, but when you start doing that a couple times in a row, you're just good.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's on purpose now at that point. You don't have to sit down because I'm sitting down.
Just trying to get on camera.
Don't get on camera. first broadcasted game on the internet. You're trying to.
I've been counting down to this game, Greg.
I noticed you got a haircut. Another steal for the Indians on defense. Helton, coast to coast, beautiful pump fake, shot off the glass, no good. Bartlett just takes the ball away for another offensive rebound, put back, easy 2 for her, and she's got 9 here early on. Hunsager with 10, and that's the 19 for the Indians. Hate to steal your halftime thunder there, Steve. Halftime Thunder, new band name, called it.
I like it.
Yeah, you like that?
Bartlett called with a foul there, her first.
That's not as cool of a band name.
It's too long, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to shorten it down. Free throws for Mount Vernon as they try and stifle this run here. It's been 19-0.
We experienced a run like that the other night, only it wasn't in our favor. It's a tough place for a team to be.
Both free throws no good. Osage down with the rebound. Now coming back the other way. Ball tipped, knocked out of bounds.
Andy Job there getting the long pass and going up with it. There was some contact there. Could have been a charge, could have been a block, but the refs just let him play.
Lets Osage get into their full court pressure. Steal on the press. That's Hunsager with it. Now kicked over to Sperling. Wide open for the triple.
Oh, man.
And it is good, and the Lady Indians well in control of this one here in the first quarter.
Sperling picking up her second foul after connecting on that 3. 2:07 left in this first quarter, 22-3. Just like Coach Hunsaker planned it. Hey, we're going to let him make a long 3, and then we're going to score the next 22 points.
False sense of security with that first triple. He's probably saying we should just do this every time.
You can have the first 3. Just put it on the board.
I agree.
As long as we can have the next 22.
Right
Whoa.
inside the three-point line, and finally the run comes to a stop. I believe that was Bieber that hit that one as well. But quickly back the other way. A three-pointer up in the corner. They're going to say shuffled her feet before she was able to get that 3 up.
That's Roboto.
Yeah,
Grace Roboto there, another freshman. Boy, she can shoot. Missed that one. But you give her space like that, and you're going to pay.
Mount Vernon trying to deal with this pressure here from the end. You can't pick up the basketball right after half court.
Yeah, Mount Vernon's doing us all kinds of favors there.
Yeah.
Just dribbling right down the sideline there and just kind of stopping when you see a defender, and then you're getting trapped, and good things are not going to happen.
So it's a turnover, and the possessor says that the Indians have it. So they're coming back the other way. Marissa Steckline checking in on that last possession. Giving it to Bartlett, working the high-low with her. She misses the shot, gets her own rebound, tries to go back up with it, and she's fouled. Chance to get into double digits here in the first quarter for Bartlett. It's not so great whenever Craig knows how many points people had. You got that special iPad every game. I got a score tree to work with now.
Well, you just know, if we disagree, if I disagree with the score tree, who's right?
Oh, the score tree. They're down there what the official
that hurts.
table is,
That
man.
hurts.
Wasn't that your old gig? Was the score tree your
my
old
goodness.
gig? Is that what you did?
Yes, that was my deal.
So, wow, I got the score tree guy.
Is that good or
It's
bad?
a big deal. Both free throws good from Bartlett. Coming back the other way, nice reverse layup. Finally getting something behind this full court pressure. And that was Addie Hall that hit that one.
24-7, still in favor of the Indians. Working the ball well.
Nice ball movement. Gets around to Hunsager. Three-pointer just grazes the front of the rim before going out of bounds. 58.7 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. 24-7, Lady Indians in front. And this full court pressure has really been paying dividends. I'm going to say the ball tip goes out of bounds off Osage there.
Again, just taking that ball right up the side, that is not working for the Mountaineers. You know, you got to try something different. That is exactly what we'd like them to do.
And the double teams are aggressive and maybe too aggressive here. As a foul is called on the defense there.
Was that Grace Roboto, it looks like? Her first of the night. Lauren Bartlett going to have a seat.
Osage sticking with this 2-3 zone here. Ball swung around, three-pointer is up, back iron, no good, rebound tipped around, knocked around, Hunsaker comes up with it. Now she's across the timeline, kicks over to Roboto, back to Hunsaker. Osage trying to work out their spacing issues. Job with it, picks up her dribble, looking for help. Trying to go out on the perimeter, that pass stolen. Hall has it, knocked out of bounds off of Osage. 5 seconds left, it'll stay with the Mountaineers. 24-7 here. Let's see if Mount Vernon can get any points before the end of the quarter.
Or if they can turn it over before the end of the quarter.
Maybe Osage will get points before the end of the quarter after the turnover there. Ball goes into Hunsaker. She gets up the quick three, back iron, no good. And that's how the first will come to a close as Osage will take a 24-7 lead into the second quarter. First quarter brought to you by Andy's Frozen Custard, Windows and Pizza comes to an end. We'll take a break. Back with more after this. Listen to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Life comes at you fast, sometimes too fast. Should have remembered the golden rule. No, not that one. Golden Rule Insurance. Call them for personal lines of insurance for home, auto, life, boat, and RV. And the best part is, when you bundle, you can save actual money. Golden Rule staff are educated and trained to ensure their customers have the very best service. Find personal lines of insurance that work for you. You can find them on Osage Beach Parkway in Osage Beach. Golden Rule Insurance Agency. Coverage you need, people you trust.
Back here at School of the Osage High School as the Lady Indians take on the Mount Vernon Mountaineers. 1 quarter of play in the books, and after 8 minutes, Osage out in front, 24-7, as we get set to start this second quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control.
Yeah, Osage could not have scripted a better start to this game. Again, what was it, a run of 19-0 at one point after falling behind just by that tray at the beginning. Mountaineers have dug themselves a big hole here on the road. See if they can steady the ship a little bit in the second quarter.
Have you ever dug a big hole?
No, because it's too much work. You?
Yeah.
I hear you're really good at. I hear you're putting in a fence at your place.
Yeah, I'm digging all the holes out there. Shovel and all. First possession of the second quarter. Three-pointer up. Ball bouncing around, and they're going to say off of Osage. It'll stay here with Mount Vernon. Steve? Mount Vernon wearing green jerseys with black and white highlights. Steve, what bar are the Mount Vernon Mountaineers?
You go first this time.
They are a small bag of apple-flavored Pop Rocks.
That's okay. I have nothing, so I can't be critical of that.
You can't come up with anything.
It seems like a bit of a stretch.
Look at that. That's that.
That's a neon green, though, don't you think? I mean, I think.
That's it. I'm turning your headset off. What about like an Andy's Mint? What are those peppermints that are like? What are those peppermints that are like brownish black, but they're like green parts around the edge? What flavor is that?
Just old?
No. They look like that. See?
Oh yeah.
What flavor
they have
are
those
That's chocolate,
at
right?
Vista.
Oh,
Vista Grande.
yeah,
they have those. I love it.
Oh yeah. What bar are they? They're the Vista Grande Mint. Osage on possession. And that is Yoder gets a step inside. Can't get the shot to go. Jump ball situation. It'll stay here with Osage.
Hunsaker back in. Andy Job's going to have a seat.
Baseline inbound. Osage working against this 2-3 zone.
Cross-court pass. Those are really showing some patience on this possession.
Moving the ball well. There's that skip.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
Sold out crowd at Remax Arena at Lake of the Ozarks.
Helton with it on the wing. Now back up top to Hunziker. This is Roboto with it. Goes inside. Nice ball movement there. Helton gets it at 12 feet. Can't get the ball to drop. Now coming back quickly the other way behind the defense, but the layup no good at the rim. And Yoder down with the defensive rebound. 6.5 to go here in the second. They've really kind of extended out this 2-3 zone here to try and deal with Osage. And they're shooting here in the first half. Yoder gets it, and she'll put up a quick shot. And I think that one might have got blocked. Helton takes a ton of contact on the shot. No call. Mount Vernon down with the rebound. Now they want to come back the other way, but they choose to throw it out of bounds on the fast break. A bold strategy.
Just trying to get too much out of that too quick. Need to be a little more patient coming up the floor like that. Osage a different team with Bartlett on the bench here.
Yeah, it really is.
Just showing a lot of patience, swinging the ball around from side to side, looking for the open three, and Yoder's got it.
And that was a really good pass there from Steckline. She was back behind the backboard and did like a long bounce pass there. You got to put some force on it. That was a good pass from her to find Yoder, who misses the three-pointer, but she's fouled and will go to the line for how many free throws now, Steve?
Trivia 3.
Time. All right, that was too easy.
That's okay.
Sometimes I got to throw you a softball, Steve.
I appreciate that.
You've even struck out on a couple.
This is basketball, man.
What? First free throw, good.
Can't be using baseball references.
We're going to do a baseball game this year. We're going to do a baseball game this season for the Indians.
Okay, let's do it.
Second free throw, no good. I'll talk to some people back at the station.
I know a guy you need to talk to. He's actually right here on the left.
Maya? You talking to Maya? I can do that. 2 out of 3 free throws good. Makes the lead 17. 26-9 here in the second quarter. Just under 6 minutes left to go. Oh, just bad luck there for the Indians. They had the steal, and then off the fingertips, Mount Vernon gets it behind the defense and gets it to fall. Now quickly back the other way.
Oh.
They're calling Yoder for a travel there. I felt like she got kind of hit on the arm.
I would agree with that. From my perspective, about 150 feet away here, I think she definitely got fouled.
Nah, is that accurate, do you think?
The 150 feet?
Here, I'll walk it off. Hang on. 1, 2. You
Come
might
back.
lose me here.
Hey, you don't have enough cable, man.
Good night. 5:40 left to go here in the first half. That ball is just thrown right to Steckline. She'll get the steal in the stat book. Hands it off to Helton. Now swung around into the corner. Yoder has it. Her three-pointer is up. And
nice job, Yoder.
had the turnover on the last possession and then turns around and hits the 3 on the next one.
Score 29-11, 5:22 left in this second quarter. Who's this quarter sponsored by?
American Sun Control. Three-pointer in the corner up. Back iron, no good. Helton down with the weak side rebound. Now quickly back the other way. Helton has it up top. Swung over. Yoder, she'll step into another 3. Front iron, no good. Weak side rebound down to Mount Vernon. Now quickly up the floor, one-on-one. Trying to make a move on Steckline. They're going to call her for a foul. Didn't look like a ton of contact there, but Mount Vernon will go to the line for 2.
Her first foul of the night.
4:51 left to go here in the second quarter, 29-11.
Is this Bieber at the line? Who we got?
It's 21. No, I don't think that's Bieber. It might have been.
Made the second free throw, 29-12 in favor of the Indians.
Yeah, it was.
Quarter score, 5-5.
Lady Indians back on offense here. Yoder gets it on the wing. Her three-pointer is up and good.
Man.
Getting just enough space to get the three-pointer up, and she's taking full advantage of him. Now a foul. So it'll be
foul called on Hunziker.
Yeah.
Her second of the night.
Steve, who's the most famous Vernon you can think of?
Boy, I'm drawing a blank.
Vernon blank?
What was the – oh, gosh. What was the guy who did the Goofy Christmas movie, Vernon?
Well, that was Ernest.
Ernest.
But he would look at the camera and go, you know what I mean, Vern?
Okay, that's why I thought of that.
So that's the most famous Vern you can think of. Is the Vern that Ernest P. Worrell would reference during his movies.
That's a good one. I'm proud of that.
All right. I'm not even going to give my answer.
I think I've actually.
You have broken the broadcast.
Do you have an answer?
No, not really. Three-pointer up from Sperling, rims around, doesn't fall. Weak side rebound down to Vern. Now quickly back behind the defense. Beautiful pass and a finish at the rim. So catching the Osage Lady Indian defense asleep there for a half second. They get the pass back behind them, and it goes in.
Score 32-14. Mountaineers really holding their own in this quarter. Quarter score of 8-7 in favor of the Indians.
3:30 left to go. Ooh, layup missed at the rim by Sperling. Another rebound. And now they want to get quick back behind this Osage defense. Trying to get an angle. Nice job by Steckline knocking that one away. They're going to say off Mount Vernon on the rebound, and that'll go back to the Lady Indians. Good job there by Steckline.
Bartlett back on the floor. Steckline's going to have a seat. Played some big minutes while Bartlett was having, to sit out because of her foul trouble.
3:20 left to go, 32-14 the score here.
Whoa.
A lot of contact out there on the press. Ball knocked away out of bounds.
This kind of looked like she just ran up into her and just let them play a bit.
Maya's sending me a Google search of famous. Yeah, like, Maya, I know, I do my research, bud. Like, I have it brought up whenever I. Unless this is the exact same Google search I had. You know who's not on this list of famous Vernons, Maya? I'll tell you. The Ernest P. Worrell Vern, okay? Bartlett gets it on the inside, drop steps towards the rim, and finishes. And then once again, Mount Vernon trying to get back behind this defense, but now that Steckline has taken a seat. Now that Steckline's taken a seat and Bartlett's come back in, it's kind of a different press. Vernon Davis, former San Francisco 49er tight end.
Oh.
Have you heard of him?
Yes.
Apparently not. Substitution on the floor. Yoder will take a seat as Andy Jobe checks back in. Yeah, you're looking for Ernest as Vern on there. You're not going to find it.
There are not many famous Vernons in your little Google search.
I was going to say Maxwell. Remember Vernon Maxwell for the Houston Rockets?
No, I remember that name vaguely, yeah. Oh, wow.
Down arena. Back the other 20-point lead for the Lady Indians, 34-14. Go inside. Bartlett has it, knocked out of her hand, stays with Osage though.
Yeah, when Bartlett is on the floor, everything is going to her. I mean, and it makes sense. But they just offensively, they look so different.
Oh, what a touch pass there from Bartlett to find Helton on the block for the easy finish. And that's just a smart basketball play, Steve. And now Bartlett comes up with the steal on the loose ball. Sperling has it. She'll lead the offense up. Gives it over to Helton. Helton has space. Now finds Bartlett. Bartlett, a beautiful pass. Over. Off the rim. Bartlett there for the offensive board. Can't get the putback to fall. Mount Vernon down with the rebound. Pump fake on the pass. Sperling kind of donks her in the head.
Is that going to be her third if that's on Sperling? It is indeed.
And I think that's Osage's fifth foul in this quarter, so it'll be free throws. What if we do this? No. Couldn't get. I was going to try and get the scoreboard.
Were you going to turn it back, or are you just going to leave
turn
it?
it back on you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's why I'm here.
First free throw good. This is Cheyenne Bieber at the line.
Clearly the best player on their team, at least offensively here. She's got 9 points on the night. Make that. Nope, going to stay at 9.
Steve, who's the most famous Bieber you know?
Is there any other?
That's correct. Vern Bieber. Helton with it. Swung around the perimeter. Roboto, cross-court pass over to Yoder. Yoder pump fakes the pass. Now tries to work the baseline. Knocked away by Vern Bieber out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Indians, though.
She would not be very happy about the nickname you've given her.
She knows what I mean, Vern. Nah, she's played well tonight. 9 points for Cheyenne Bieber of the 15 for Mount Vernon, including that first long three to start the game. But it's been all Lady Indians since then. 90 seconds to go here in the second quarter, 36-15.
And again, Bartlett's floor, so But look at that.
Yeah, three-pointer up and good. That's Grace Robato.
39-15 in favor of the Indians.
Bieber pump fakes the three into the lane, trying to find a cross-court pass. And now into the lane, trying to get a shot up. Good defense there from Steckline to knock it away from Gaddy. She gives it over to Helton, and she'll walk it up. Job has it. Now back to Helton.
Yoder's got a hurt player on the floor here.
Yoder is down in the corner. Not sure what happened, if that was a cramp or something. She's working through some stuff over there. Trainer on the floor.
Did you catch? I don't think either of us, we were following the ball.
Hard to tell if there was contact out there or what exactly happened.
She is our trainer. Zach is out there with her. She's been taken good care of. Coach Hunzacker coming out to check on her.
Oh, she slipped, I think is what happened. I went back and rewound the broadcast over here in real time, Steve. It's like having a time machine.
You know what's amazing about that is I know that you just did that in your head.
Yeah, well, I keep it. I remember everything vividly in my head.
I know. That's why this is the best way to watch a game right here next to you, man.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
Like a wealth of knowledge.
So Yoder is coming off the floor. She's definitely got a noticeable limp here. She's hurting, but she's on her, walking on her own. So that's a good sign. Our trainer Zach there, boy, he's a great guy, and he takes such good care of our athletes. She's in good hands. It'll be interesting to see if
she plays going forward. Yeah,
exactly.
Baseline inbound coming up for Osage. Under a minute to go left here in the half.
Bella Walsh on the floor in place of the injured Yoder.
This is Robato. She gets it in the corner. Three-pointer up, no good. Weak side rebound down to Bieber. And that's going to be a foul on the recently entered the game, Walsh. And Bieber will go back to the line for 2 free throws.
First foul committed by Walsh. Bieber's done a great job. Of course, part of that, with the foul rule coming into play here, she's getting to the line a lot, but she's done a good job of putting herself in a place to advantage of these opportunities.
With that press. Free throw good from Bieber.
16 in this second quarter.
Robato with it in the corner, coming up on half a minute to go here in the half. It's a lot of halves. Didn't mean to say it like that.
I do wonder why Bartlett's on you. She's got the 2 fouls.
I think you're just taking it easy. You got a 20-point lead here. You definitely don't want to get a third on her here in the first half.
Mountaineers coming back, had a fast break there, but Hallie Helton getting her hands there, disrupting it, knocking it out of bounds. It's going to be Mountaineers ball on the baseline.
Remember that time you thought DePay fouled out in Columbia? Baseline inbound for the Mountaineers. It seemed relevant. Was it not? I know, you didn't have a score tree to work with.
I didn't.
You're going to keep track of stuff yourself.
And remember, because, we could have been on the floor. Do you remember that game? We could have been on the floor in Mizzou Arena, and instead you chose to take us to the back row.
There was no room
I couldn't see the officials. Oh, it was rough. Anyway.
Both free throws, no good. Osage with the rebound, ball knocked away from behind, and then a turnover before they can get down the floor by Mount Vernon. So again, we saw this situation play out in the first quarter. 4.7 seconds on the clock. My mind, a steel trap. And now you can go back in real time and look at this to see if I was right. Ball goes into the corner. They need to have recognition on how much time is left. It's a long three up, but it's no good. Right as time expires. 39-16 after the second quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control. We'll take a break. Back with the Hy-Vee halftime report. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
KQUL, Lake Ozark.
Sold out crowd at Remax Arena at Lake of the Ozarks, and Winter Shelton's got 5 seconds left to win this deal. Can they pull it off? Inbound passes to Shelton at the top of the key. They try to double team him. Shelton crosses over the competition with some razzle-dazzle. To Shelton for the win! Shelton is crushing it. When buying a home or real estate, put the ball in Winter Shelton's hands for the game winner. Winter Shelton's crushing it, yeah.
American Sun Control and Powder Coating is your powder coating and railing specialist at the lake. We can custom design new railings for your deck or pool area. or make your existing railing look like new again. Maybe it's time to enhance your outdoor living space with a new screened-in porch or room. Our 40 years of experience is your assurance of total satisfaction. Check us out online or Facebook. That's American Sun Control.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people. At 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
Polylift Boat Lifts.
Your boat is a major investment. Make sure it sits on a Polylift.
When you need a boat lift to raise your boat out of the water, choose the one voted best boat lift at the lake. Choose Polylift. Any size, built with the best quality construction, a lifetime warranty on the tanks, and the service to stand behind it. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
High-Tech Collision and Auto Body Repair, proudly servicing the Lake area and Central Missouri for over 28 years. High-Tech is always here for you, and they tow 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. High-Tech offers the best in complete collision repair and is the lake's one-stop shop. Accidents are scary, but the repairs shouldn't be. A proud supporter of our lake community and Camdenton and Osage basketball. Go Lakers, go Indians, go High-Tech. Call 348-9070.
At Lake Regional, we're proud to offer a nationally accredited cancer center with deep expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and personalized treatment plans. Our team is here for one reason: you. We promise to be at your side from diagnosis to treatment and beyond, leaving no stone unturned. Lake Regional Cancer Center. Our commitment runs deep.
Back here at School of the Osage High School, the halftime half-court shot here, and Tyler Belmer just took the halftime half-court shot wearing a life preserver around his neck. I'm surprised that, and he was pretty strong, Steve. That shot was good from about three-quarter court. But no, it was off the top of the backboard.
You know, I got to tell you, I don't see many other people. Usually the tribe dresses up as some kind of common theme here, but
yeah,
he's got the life vest on, and I don't see anybody else with him.
That could just be a fashion statement.
Just trying to start a trend here.
Yeah.
Here's another half-court shot. Oh, man, off the rim. Backboard to rim and then out.
I kind of like the life preserver thing. I might start doing that too.
You know, they have those vests, you know, like the Back to the Future. Yeah. Michael J. Fox kind of had a life vest kind of thing going on there.
Heavy. Halftime here at School of the Osage. He said that in the movie. Don't act like he didn't say that. Okay. Anyway, great Scott. 6 minutes left to go here in halftime as the Indians lead here at half, 39-16. Osage a 19-0 run at 1 point there in the first quarter to put the Lady Indians out in front. And it's been Laura Lee Hunsiger and Lauren Bartlett doing the lion's share of the work on the offense. But really, everyone has done a good job when they've gotten in there, especially on the defensive end. The defense has been stifling for the Lady Indians so far.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. I got some numbers here for you. Lauren Bartlett, our leading scorer with 13 points. And again, she had to spend a pretty good amount of time on the bench, picking up 2 fouls. Lorelei Hunziker with 10 points. Elizabeth Yoder with 8 points. Grace Roboto hit a 3. Avery Sperling hit a 3. Hallie Helton with 2. So several Osage Lady Indians in the scorebooks. Again, just starting out that first quarter. Just amazing. Had that 19-0 run. The quarter score was 24-7. The second quarter, they won this quarter as well. A little more even though. 15-9, so Mount Vernon came to play a little bit in that quarter.
Let me touch on all the station stuff I need to here. If you're a little confused as to why we got the Osage Lady Indians going on here tonight, it is a back-to-back night here at School of the Osage with the Lady Indians playing right now, and then the boys varsity will play right after this. We'll have that call for you as the Indians will take on the Camdenton Lakers. Of course, right now the Osage Lady Indians leading over the Mount Vernon Mountaineers. So a little weird with two different schools here on the same night, but that's kind of how the schedule's going to go tonight. Again, you can follow along tonight with the broadcast online at MoSportsZone.com or go to YouTube and type in MoSportsZone. Click the live tab, not the videos tab. Click the live tab, and you'll see live broadcast there on the YouTube page, synced up with our radio broadcast, and we'll be at select dates throughout the rest of this season for the boys. I think there's only about 4 games that we're going to wind up missing with the YouTube broadcast, but just a great thing that we added during the football season. And the team, the kids that do this, absolutely tremendous group. Love being around them. They got good heads on their shoulders, good attitudes, and they're fun to be around.
Who do we got here tonight? Do you know?
Nope.
You don't? Well,
I do. I'm gonna listen. You had them in class, so you know them better than I do.
Actually, I didn't, but I do know who they are.
Oh.
Brooke Strickler here, running camera right here in front of us, and Katie Meisner, who is running the computer here right next to you.
Brooke, who's the most famous Vernon you know? She doesn't know any Vernons.
Yeah, it's hard when you put us on the spot, but I've got one for you.
You have one. Well, of course, you've had all this time to think about it. And you got who knows texting you answers, I bet, too.
Well, you know.
Did you think of it, or was it text you? Was Brian Dickerson texting you Vernons over there? Is that what was happening?
Let me see if I can get you to say it. I'm going to give you some hints here. You ready?
Yeah, give me Vernon hints.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog. What do you got?
Buddy Holly. That's a good one. I forgot his first name was Vernon. That's the good one.
No, Elvis Presley's dad. Elvis Presley's father was Vernon Presley.
Okay.
Well, there's my most famous Vernon that I know.
Then I have to ask you this. Is that who Ernest was talking about when he said, you know what I mean, Vern?
I think you should ask Ernest.
He's talking about.
You should talk to Ernest.
Jim, I don't think Jim Varney is with us anymore.
That's sad.
Yeah. I think he passed a while. I'm going to look into that.
What would we do without Google?
I would have Maya send me that information.
So,
Maya, you look it up and tell me so I can keep the broadcast going.
Folks, let me let you know how this works here. Craig will ask me a question, but before he has asked me the question, he will search it on Google.
Yeah.
So you have all these responses ready to go, and you just put me on the spot.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the list that you had did not have Vernon Presley on it. You need to find.
Wait, I've never even heard. I've heard of Elvis Presley. I didn't know just being somebody's father made you famous. That explains why why my dad is so likable, because of me.
Have you not visited Graceland?
I have. I did. I went to Graceland a very long time ago.
And you know Elvis had a father. They probably talked about him.
I don't believe that.
I mean, which part of that do you
that they
believe?
Talked about? Okay. I believe he had a father.
That's kind of how that works.
Again, coming up after this one, we'll have Osage versus Camdenton, the boys varsity game. And then later on this week on Thursday night, we'll have we will not have our final game. We'll have our final game before Christmas, as the Indians will take on Knob Noster. And then Osage is in the Moberly shootout over New Year's Eve weekend. They are in the final game of that shootout weekend. So we will have Osage versus Moberly on Saturday, December 30th, 8 o'clock start time for that one. And that is how the Indians will wind down their 2023. Oh, wow, Jim Varney, he passed away a while ago, didn't he, Maya? It's crazy. It was like 23 years ago Ernest left us. I thought it was more recent. Ernest died like 23 years ago.
2000?
When I was still in school, I remember grieving.
I was in school too.
Were you? 2000?
I was teaching.
Yeah, you were teaching. What are they talking about over there?
Well, they were asking me what is our biggest Osage
for the boys,
but he didn't realize that we were on the air, and so.
Oh yeah, well, not that ever stops anything. Who's our biggest win this season?
Yeah,
that's a good question. For the boys' side, we got wins over Lynn, Cuba. I guess Cuba is a good win because they got that prolific scorer that we didn't know how prolific he was at scoring until I went to look at Ryder Williams leading the nation in scoring, and I saw, I forget what his name was, but he was on the top 5 list for the state of Missouri. I
don't think we've had a big win.
Here's the thing. Yet. As good as the Osage boys' wins have been this season, it's how they've played in some losses that I've taken a lot more away from.
Yeah.
Third quarter underway here. Osage Lady Indians in front by 23, 39-16 score right now. Ball tipped Knocked out of bounds off Osage, will stay with Mount Vernon.
Andy Job with the deflection there.
Mount Vernon, named after Elvis Presley's dad.
Not the mount nearby.
Yeah. Is there a Mountain Vernon?
Yeah, I think
I'm not familiar with that area. Where is it?
it's down actually by the Republic, past
Springfield. It's down there where you are.
Yeah.
Or were.
Down pat, keep going on I-44 and you'll find Mount Vernon.
Osage on possession now after Bartlett's defensive rebound. Coming back the other way. Swung around the perimeter. Three-pointer up and
man,
good.
Grace Robato with a touch.
Grace Robato. And Osage just doing a good job of moving the ball around, quick passes, getting it to an open player, getting her in space, and then hitting those shots. 42-16 here in the third quarter. Ball on the baseline, jumper up and good. So an answer from the Mountaineers. Osage quickly back the other way. Huntsiger swung around up top. This is Helton with it. Now Robato. Those skip passes, they are all comfortable throwing those skip passes, Steve.
Yeah, they make it look easy and natural.
Ball goes inside to Bartlett. She does one drop step, can't get the shot to fall, gets her own rebound, and puts it back up and in. They're going to call the foul. I thought that was more of an offensive foul than defensive foul.
And that puts Hunziker in a rough spot. That's her third foul of the night. She will probably not be on the floor much longer.
Oh, Mount Vernon, Missouri is not even the most famous Mount Vernon. There's a Mount Vernon in Virginia. It's George Washington's Mount Vernon. And this is according to a text Maya sent me.
Had you not heard of Mount Vernon?
No. Well, I've not been to Virginia either. Should I go?
Oh.
Are you telling me this team's from Virginia? Three-pointer in the corner, up, and that's Robato once again with the triple for the Indians.
I'm so glad I could be there for you in that moment that you learned about Mount Vernon.
I feel like this is something I feel like this is something I should have gone over in 7th grade history, but it never came up for whatever reason because my teacher was too busy being distracted by other stuff.
Oh, next week Bible trivia.
We know I know that. Stoutland proved that last year.
Oh, yes. Sorry, folks. A little inside joke there.
Turnover by Mount Vernon, and now Osage has it back. 47-18 lead for the Lady Indians right now. Robato, a couple threes here to start the third quarter. Osage looking good so far here tonight in this one. Like they are double teaming Bartlett the whole time. Now she's got 3-4 defenders around her. Job's three is up, no good. Rebound comes down to Bieber. Bieber kicks it up ahead. Now swung inside. That is a tough angle to try and get a shot up. Looked like good defense there from Helton, but she's going to be called for the foul.
Yeah, I thought she must have been a foul with the body because it looked like she had a clean block on the ball with her hands, but sometimes that doesn't tell the whole story.
What do you think of that shot?
That's an interesting free throw.
I like it.
That kind of reminds me of you in the Knights of Columbus
I shot it
competitions you've been in.
I shot it underhand, behind my back. Second free throw, good. Two-time champion, just for those keeping track at home as well.
47-19.
No, we're going to go back to this. 47-19, Lady Indians in front. I told you, we're having a serious broadcast tonight, Steve. Cut it out.
And educational.
Yoder gets it off the screen. Her three-pointer is up and good. And Osage giving this Mount Vernon zone defense fits. Now trying to come back the other way. That pass tip. Mountaineers have it.
Great to see Yoder back on the floor.
Yeah, had that spill in the first half, slipping on the floor. Nice job by Bartlett with the defense. Bieber tries to get inside. That ball is blocked, and Bartlett has the rebound. Now throws it back behind the defense to Job. And she's going to be called for the travel.
Yeah.
Just did not get the ball gathered in time to get a shot up.
Nice outlet pass by Bartlett there, pushing the ball up the floor. Job trying to just make the adjustments. She had a defender on her. She's trying to kind of maneuver to get open and ended up traveling.
But a turnover with the full court pressure from the Indians. Helton with the steal. Now this is Job with it on the wing. Yoder has it up top. Cross-court pass over to Robato. Trying to go inside to Bartlett. And Bartlett is just doing a great job concealing herself, giving herself an angle to catch the ball, drop step, and get a basket.
Score 52-19 in favor of the Indians.
4:15 left to go here in the third quarter of play. Osage firmly in front here. Three-pointer up by Beaver. Back iron, no good. Weak side rebound down to Helton. Thrown up ahead to Roboto. Now back to Helton. Going inside to Bartlett, and she just goes over the defense and took it away. They tried to front her, and she went up and took that basketball away and put it in.
Bartlett with 19 points on the night. We're still just barely halfway through the third quarter. You know what I like about these ladies? They just know what they're good at. They know who they are.
Yeah.
You know, on a previous possession there, you had Roboto wide open on a three and had every reason to take it. But no, that's not what we do. She fed it to Bartlett, and Bartlett gets the score.
Let me be real honest with you. I would have shot it.
I wouldn't have blamed Roboto for shooting it.
If I had you open on the inside and I had an open three,
that would have been a good choice.
I'd have shot it. I'd have made it, too.
Yeah, well, you know.
No? Okay. It was a feel-good story up until then. Osage with the basketball off the jump ball. A little bit of contact out there. Come off the floor. That is – okay.
Oh.
It's scary to say. Weird play there. Inbounds the ball. The ball is tipped, knocked back towards her, and then she grabs it out of bounds on Osage. You don't see that often.
No.
3:33 left to go here in the third. Make a wish, Steve.
54-19.
That's your wish? That's what the score is. Wish come true. Back iron, no good from Mount Vernon. Gets their own rebound, though. Can't get the putback, and then Bartlett snatches the defensive rebound. Now kicks it up ahead. This is Sperling going one-on-one. Contact with Beaver, and Beaver goes down. Looks like she might have hurt herself there, and Sperling will be at the line for 2 free throws.
Well, Beaver playing her heart out.
Yeah, she's played hard tonight.
She may be the best player on the Mountaineers team and just giving her best out there. She's got 10 points on the night. Pretty sure she's the leading scorer for the Mountaineers. 10 points. Well, of course, they've only have 19, so Zach out there taking care of Beaver here.
So we'll take a break here, come back. 54-19, Osage in front, 3:14 left to go here in the third, brought to you by Polylift Boat Lift. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading AirEase products. Every AirEase product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling for reliable products offered by reliable people called DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling.
Back here in, almost said, not Osage, almost said somewhere else. We were in Lynn for 3 days, almost said there. So Sperling at the line for 2 free throws. Bieber takes a seat with an injury for the Mountaineers. Steve, who's the most famous Mountaineer you know?
I know Davy Crockett. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah.
This list from November 15th says Nicolas Hojak, which was who I was going to say too. Followed by
Tell me about him.
Nirmal Nims Persia.
56-19 in favor of the Indians?
No, I'm going to finish this top 10 list. 56-19. And Osage tipping that pass, knocked out of bounds on the pressure.
Jeremiah Johnson is one I remember learning about in school. Daniel Boone, Davy Crockett, those are good.
Roboto takes it away, and the layup at the rim. That's the first time in the games I've called where I've seen Roboto take a 2-pointer. Easy one for her, though. Finishes right at the rim after the steal on the press. And now a steal by Steckline. She gives it over to Roboto. And Roboto going right to the rim again. Can't get the layup to go. Steckline, right place, right time. Offensive rebound and the putback. 41-point lead for the Indians. Another turnover. Sperling has it out to Yoder. 3-pointer up. Back iron. No good. Rebound down by Mount Vernon.
Osage winning this quarter 21-3. So really kind of mirroring that first quarter and the great start they got.
Osage on defense here. It'll be a running clock with this score going forward. I don't know, but is it in the third quarter too? I know it's in the fourth, right? don't know if it's the second half or just the fourth quarter. Three-pointer by Yoder up.
Oh,
and
look
it's
at
good.
that.
Good ball movement, and every time the Indians have had space, they have put it in. And now Coach Hunsager calling off the full court pressure. And Mount Vernon will set up their offense here, down 63-19. But another turnover, and the Lady Indians take back over. Sperling will step into a triple. Back iron, no good. Rebound down to the Mountaineers. Kicked up ahead. 90 seconds to go in the quarter. Shot off the rim. Steckline with the rebound. Now Bartlett's going to run the break, Steve. Nope, going to pull it back. Yoder thought about it. It goes over to Roboto, who puts the triple up.
Man.
And Osage getting everything they want here. 66. Well, you go ahead.
66-19, 1:13 left. Still in the third quarter, right?
Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here, though. Third quarter brought to you by Polylift Boat Lifts. Steve, they don't just build boat lifts.
They build.
Polylifts.
Pizza,
windows, and ice cream.
That's a different person.
That's Andy's. Coming up after this game, we'll have School of the Osage taking on Camdenton. Boys varsity matchup, and that'll be right here on MoSportsZone as well. Again, if you're just tuning in, you can follow along on MoSportsZone.com or go to YouTube and type in MoSportsZone on there. Find the live tab, and you can watch the game broadcast with this live radio feed or mute it if you don't want to hear Steve's parts.
That's kind of, you got a knack to mute me just at the right time to cut me out and only hear you.
I can just. So there we go. I'll take care of it for people. This is going to be a good win for the Lady Indians, though, as first day of Christmas break. Can you imagine? I didn't have to do that ever, where you're on this Christmas break and you got to come in and play again. I mean, I guess you weren't going to be at school on Monday anyways, but coming in and playing these games on your holiday break, that's got to be tough, right?
Well, they've looked great. Yeah, they've looked like they've been ready to go from the first moment. They could maybe give our boys a little instruction on how to start fast because they started quick tonight.
There's a long three up and in. I believe that's Bieber who has checked back in after going earlier, and she hits the long three once again.
Zach, our trainer, just had the magical touch tonight.
He is. 2 for 2. Ball tipped, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Indians here. 66-22.
Marissa Steckline with the inbounds pass.
Yoder takes a seat as Walsh checks in. Osage really done a great job of moving the basketball tonight, getting it to open players. Oh, and they're contesting the shot. Bieber did all that she could to stop Bartlett from scoring. Maybe a bit too much, though, as she gets called for the foul.
Well, and I've commented on this earlier tonight. Osage does a great job of just transitioning to, okay, we have Bartlett on the floor. This looks different now. She's not on the floor. We got to do things, They do a great job of transitioning personnel on the floor.
First free throw good. Second one no good from Bartlett. Puts the lead at 45, 67-22. Under 20 seconds left to go here. Three-pointer up, and that one is up and in. Let me turn my program over here. That was Addie Hall for the Mountaineers. They got that triple to fall.
67-25, and then, at the buzzer.
On the other end, the buzzer beating three to make it 70-25. That is the end of the third quarter, brought to you by Polylift Boat Lifts. We'll take a break. Back with the fourth quarter after this, listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Small in stature doesn't always mean small in power. Case in point, the Case Construction Compact Track Loader. Massive on power, but small enough to fit into tight spaces. The Case CTL puts more power and control in your hands with an 8-inch LCD multifunction display and electro-hydraulic controls that make even the most difficult jobs simple. See all the Case CTL skid loaders at Crown Power and Equipment. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
Back here at School of the Osage High School, Osage Lady Indians taking on the Mount Vernon Mountaineers. 3 quarters in the books, 1 to go. Osage comfortably in front. Score of 7-25 as we get set to start the 4th quarter, brought to you by Camden on the Lake.
Osage winning that quarter 31-9. I thought that first quarter was pretty special at 24-7, but wow, just so much going right for Osage. And then we've got 4 Lady Indians in double digits as far as scoring goes. Avery Sperling knocking on the door of that to be number 5. Yeah, things are rocking and rolling. I just noticed Coach McDonald down there on the bench with the varsity squad. I didn't know that she was doing that. She, of course, coaches at the middle school level and knows these girls well, having coached all of them while they were over across the street.
She does a great job over there, coaching the girls at the junior high level as well. Does a lot of good stuff with them.
Next time you're there in the building, take a gander down the hallway and go down that trophy case, and there's at least 5 basketballs down there representing different girls' squads that were undefeated during their seasons. And that, again, she had her hand on all that.
Osage with the basketball here. Let's talk about who's on the floor right now for the Indians, Steve.
Well, we got Claire Salee for the first time that I've seen her tonight. Another talented player. We got to see her play quite a bit when she was in middle school, so she's going to be a force going forward. One person we haven't seen tonight is Macy Sakalaris. She's really talented. I'm not sure if she's on the bench tonight. Sometimes, during break, players go out of town. But who else on the floor tonight? We've seen Avery Sperling play a lot tonight. Now, she is just an all-around talented athlete. She started, I believe, on the volleyball squad for varsity as well. Delaney Haig, first time we're seeing her tonight.
That's Bailey Groth, junior center. They got fouled on the shot and will be at the line for 2.
You know what's tough about so these freshman girls have played so long together. Even if you go back to grade school, maybe they've played on a traveling team together or whatever, and they certainly played during 7th and 8th grade together. Really just became a unified squad. And then you get to high school, and some of those better players get promoted to JV or varsity, and then of course inevitably some of those other freshmen are going to be left behind, at least for the moment. And that's some adjustments, right?
Yeah.
Takes some growing up a little bit for these girls to.
Free throw's no good. Salee gets the rebound, can't get the putback, knocked out of bounds off Osage. Back to Mount Vernon. Steve, we've talked about the most famous Vernon you know. We've talked about the most famous Mountaineers you know. What's the most famous mountain you know? Mount.
And by no, I don't know what you mean by no. Mount Everest, I'm going to say.
Wow.
But what's
Kilimanjaro getting no love. Vesuvius was on my list.
What about the most famous mountain, maybe not that you know that you've been to and you have visited, you've placed your feet upon?
That's a good question. I don't do that a lot. It's probably like some anthill.
Going to count that as a mountain?
Not going up too many mountains myself. You ever trekked a mountain?
Yeah, mostly. I don't know that I've hiked up a mountain before, but
maybe like a big hill.
Well, Colorado, there's a Mount Evans out there that I've been up to, but they got a road that goes almost all the way to the very top of that one.
Oh, so you took a car?
Yes, took a bus actually. We were driving in a bus. There's a story that goes with that. I don't know if anybody interested, but this actually was back when I was the leader of our youth group in a church setting, a mission trip, and one of our sponsors says, hey, we can do whatever you want to do out there, but I don't like to go up these back mountain roads. Don't take me on one of those. And so we did.
Okay. Did you drive?
She was not happy. I did not drive. The reason I did is because it was a paved road, so I thought it wouldn't be so bad, but it was uncomfortable at times, but it was beautiful. Pikes Peak, I've never been to the top of Pike to do that someday.
I remember an instance now where I up a small mountain. It was I remember it pretty well. My friend had something that he was taking up the mountain. His name was Frodo, and we were taking it was quite a trip to get there.
Are you Sam? Are you Sam?
Oh, Mr. Frodo. It was Mountain Doom that we went up, and we made it. We met some interesting characters along the way. I remember the guide. We had Smeagol. Oh, my goodness. he was a character. Walsh going towards the rim. Can't get the left-hand layup to go. Offensive rebound by Salee. And she's fouled, and she'll be at the line for 2. Salee, that's a name that's been tied to Osage for quite a while, Steve.
Why do you say that?
Her mom has been around the school for quite a while.
I remember I worked with her mom before she moved into administration, and I was over at Heritage in those years.
And then her brother played offensive line for the Indians, and he was really good. He was really good. He was a force to be reckoned with on that offensive line. She's just a freshman, so got plenty of time to pick up some minutes here and grow as a basketball player. Gets both of her free throws to go. Under 2 minutes to go here, 74-28. Osage comfortably in front. Coach Hunsager will join us here for the post-game show. Maybe I'll let Steve do that interview. You all right with that?
I don't know. You guys have a pretty good connection.
In the lane. Nice job there by Bailey Groth.
Hey. Growth.
I think I said.
I have her little brother actually in class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he tall?
He is, but I think they have another sibling that's even taller. If you've seen them together, he is a giant. Another good family. I think they're connected to, my wife could tell me if this, but I think they are connected to Margaritaville over there. I think maybe their father is in leadership over there.
That's Bailey Groth.
And you're a quick learner.
She jumps out at you with her height when she's on the floor.
76-28, 40 seconds left in this final period.
And then stick around because we will have the boys varsity broadcast for you right afterwards as they get set to take on the Camdenton Lakers here tonight. Tremendous crowd, Steve. Tremendous crowd here tonight.
Well, it does help that, the Osage community on Christmas break and everybody's come out for that and just good energy in the room.
Mount Vernon just right down the road, I-44 all the way to Virginia.
I just love this setup. I love watching the girls varsity and then following that up with the boys varsity. I think I'd love to see that more often.
So that's how this one will come to a close as time runs out. 1 second left. 76-28 going to be the final score here in this one. The Lady Indians pick up the dominant victory using a 19-0 run in the first quarter to jump out to that lead and then bring it home in the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Camden on the Lake. We'll take a break. Be back with the High-Tech Auto Body post-game show after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
This Christmas, come to Duncan Diamonds and Fine Jewelry and shop our timeless diamond and gold styles for the perfect gift that shows appreciation for those you adore. This will be Duncan Jewelry's 49th Christmas, providing meaningful jewelry that becomes the perfect sentiment of enduring love that lasts a lifetime while maintaining its beauty and elegance for generations to come. Make the season sparkle with Duncan Diamonds and Fine Jewelry, 450 Osage Beach Parkway.
Are you looking for a rewarding career that includes tons of perks? Stop in today at your Jefferson City or Osage Beach IV and see the difference. They're offering extremely competitive pay, plus benefits include medical, dental, and life insurance backed by a 401k plan. And bonuses. Find yourself in a career with Hy-Vee. Stop in today at your Jefferson City or Osage Beach Hy-Vee or visit high-v.com for employment opportunities.
Where'd you get that grin? Right above your chin.
Andy's Autumn of Awesome is here, and so are my hand-dipped caramel apples, made the old-fashioned way with Granny Smith apples and creamy caramel. Try double-dipped, roasted pecan, or Reese's Pieces for delicious dip back in time. Now at Andy's Frozen Custard.
With a smile at Andy's top your day. With a smile at Andy's top your day.
If the exterior of your home needs repair or it's in need of a fresh new look, Elite Roofing and Siding is here to help. Be assured you'll receive excellent service as our customers have once again voted us Best Roofer at the Lake. We appreciate your business and for trusting us with the exterior of your home. Call us today at 302-ROOF. That's 302-ROOF for all your roofing and siding needs. Elite Roofing and Siding, serving the lake area for more than 20 years.
Kids ask their parents a lot of questions.
Why can't people fly?
Gravity.
Is the moon really made of cheese?
Yep, cream cheese.
When can I move into a big kid's car seat?
For some questions, parents may not have the answer, but that's okay. They can't know everything, but knowing the right seat for their age and size will help protect them in a car crash. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Contact one of Miller County Health Center's certified car seat techs for assistance at 573-369-2400.
From the snap of the ball to the last play of the game, Danner Roofing and Construction specializes in commercial and residential roofing. Danner Roofing and Construction works hard all 4 quarters and completes every job from start to finish with no money down. No time is wasted on the clock, and the seasoned pros bring home the win every time. Construction, 4 generations of roofing experience and the team to get the job done before the whistle blows. Look them up online and Facebook.
Back here at School of the Osage High School for the back-to-back games tonight as the School of the Osage Lady Indians pick up the big dominating win over the Mount Vernon Mountaineers. Steve, what do you have?
13 points. Lorelei Hunziker with 10. She had
Jackson, I wouldn't ask him to change a light bulb in my kitchen or anything, but starting lineup for the Indians now.
Hey, we got a little change, it looks like, tonight. So here we got number 3, Landon Childs, 6 foot even junior. We've got Maverick Trusty number tonight, Blake Harrison, 6'4", sophomore.
So Harrison getting the start, and he had a really good final 2 games in the Lynn tournament and getting rewarded for it tonight with the start. Camdenton will start with the basketball, though, and Osage out in their man-to-man defense now. And there is a pump fake. Inside it goes. Shot no good. Rebound tipped around. So gets the defensive board and goes right to the basket for a layup. Puts Osage in front 2-0. Now back the other way into the lane. Trusty there. Waits for the contact. Gets it. Draws the charge. Turnover back to the Indians.
Hey, that was great. You had Blake Harrison with the block, and you had Maverick Trusty with the charge there. And we had, and I mean by block, I mean blocking the shot, not the block of the.
To him. Now Childs goes down the floor, knocks the ball away from Edson, who could not finish at the rim. Northrop knocks the ball away. Borby can't keep a handle on it. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Lakers.
Hey, how do you get to a quick start? Okay, turnovers, right?
Maybe he was listening to the interview, Steve. 15-footer, no good. Fight for the rebound. DePay has it and gives it over to Trusty. Now Maverick will walk it up. He's got Northrop open in the corner if he wants to go with it. Northrop gets it in the corner. Now wants to work baseline. Picks up his dribble, looking for help. Finds Childs in the opposite corner. Childs in the lane. Push shot up and in, and Landon Childs. Top to Trusty. Pump fakes the 3. Now he'll step into one. Rims around, does everything but fall. Rebound brought down, and then quickly to the deck. After the contact goes Robbins. They call the travel. So we saw a lot of cotton candy fouls called on Saturday, and there are a lot of contact out here early on, Steve, with no fouls being called.
Well, I tell you, the activity and the energy is coming all from Osage.
Basketball into the Magician, who gets the triple up and puts Osage in front 7-0. And, Steve, this is just the start that this Osage Indian team needed. They got off to the super slow start on Saturday in the Lynn tournament, got down.
Such a slow start, but his energy did not waver, and he got us right back into the first 2 points in the paint, created from, his defensive pressure. He makes us better for sure.
And with it being a physical game so far here early on and no fouls being called, you got to think that a super brawl like this will really lean towards the Indians and how aggressive they like to play.
Well, we've landed the first punch here. Just lots of energy in the room, playing on your home floor. Things are going to settle down a little bit. We're going to have to play some good ball here.
Northrop gets the steal off, and Camdenton cannot be happy coming out of that timeout and throwing an entry pass right to Northrop. Layup knocked away out of bounds, and it'll still confusing there. So Osage will have it with a 7-0 lead. Goes into Harrison. Northrop has it, now kicks it up top to DePay. Wide open for the triple, right iron, no good. Rebound comes down to the Lakers. This is Basham with it. He's going to be called for the travel. Thought there was some contact there, but Northrop playing good straight-up defense. It winds up being a turnover for the Lakers.
Camden hasn't scored yet, and, really what that means is most of their possessions are resulting in turnovers. They're struggling to get any kind of rhythm going on so far.
Trusty with it, up top, pump fakes the 3, goes to Harrison on the block. Beautiful pump fake, gets the defender off the floor and finishes. You love to see that from Harrison, using the pump fake to get the aggressive defender off the floor and then finishing up past him.
And then, Maverick Trusty with the assist there.
They're going to call that foul on Childs. But
Childs, in fact, the first team foul for Osage.
Sideline inbound coming up. Camdenton really struggling with this Osage defensive pressure here so far in the first.
9-0, 5:21 in this quarter.
The program is 6'4". What's Trusty in the program as? 5'10". That's an 8-inch differential. DePay, fadeaway on the baseline, can't get it to go. Weak side rebound comes down to Kerr. He'll bring it up himself, picked up by Northrop. Working on his man, picks up his dribble, looking for help. Going to go inside to Harrison. Harrison back out to Trusty. Fakes the shot, now finds Childs in at 15 feet. Childs trying to work a high-low. I don't know how that pass got through there. So here in the first quarter, Osage up by 7, 11-4 here in the first quarter. Talked about how the Indians have had slow starts in the first quarters this season. This has been a perfect start for them so far. Look for them to keep up this intensity on the defensive end all game. Three-pointer up, front iron, rolls around, doesn't fall, fight for the rebound, not out of bounds, off of Camdenton, back to the Indians.
That was either off of Camdenton or a foul on Camdenton. That's going to be working in Osage.
Finger roll with the right hand. That is such a tough shot to make at that angle, but he gets it to go and makes the lead 9 once again, 13-4.
Yeah.
Now Childs knocks it away at half court, comes up with the steal. Brings it up at 15 feet, finds Northrop up top, three-pointer, good! The Indians continue their run here in the first. Camdenton wants a timeout. It's a 12-point advantage for the Indians, 16-4, 3:07 left to go in the first. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
KQUL, Lake Ozark.
Dooley Red Door has been a trusted name around the lake area for dependable and quality garage doors. Our business is continually growing, and we are looking for motivated, energetic individuals to join our team. With an outstanding reputation, Dooley Overhead Doors needs more installers that are trustworthy, have reliable transportation, can pass the drug test, and help build our company here at the lake. Please send your resume to dooleydoors@socket.net or call 573-348-4399.
3.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Osage, a double-digit lead over the Camdenton Lakers, 16-4 here.
Coach Engelbrecht making some substitutions during the timeout. We've got Dane DePay and Maverick Trusty on the floor, but new to the floor, we got Gruce and Wolf and Long. So who do we take? We got Childs taking a break. I think that's well-deserved. Noah Northrop after he hit the big three there, and Harrison having a great start in that quarter as well.
I've heard that as well. Osage out with their full court pressure once again. And now they're going to call once again. And now they're going to call a little less contact out there. Long called for the push foul.
He plays pretty smart, it seems like.
Poe gets it deep in the backcourt where he'll be picked up by Long again. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. For the Lakers, back over to Pogue. And they are struggling just to get anything going offensively here so far in the first. Looking to just run some time off the clock right now and kind of get a shot that they want. DePay has the ball knocked away, retains possession, gives it to Gruce up top. Now back to DePay. Wolf right to the basket after beating a defender, can't get the shot to go. Long rebound comes out. DePay has it, trying to go to Trusty and just tossed over his 5-foot 10-inch frame. Gavin Black will check in for the first time tonight. 2:02 left to go in the first.
Maverick Trusty taking his first break of the night.
Maya, you got a text message back in the studio. Full court pressure from the Indians. Three-pointer up by Pogue. Wolf with the closeout. And now offensive rebound. Back up and to Gruce. Up top, Gavin Black. He'll step into the triple. And nice ball movement from the Indians. And Black hits the three, the lone senior for this Indian squad.
And that's his specialty. You're going to give him a little space, he's going to pull the trigger, and he's going to make you pay.
This is Pogue with it up top now for the Lakers. Osage up by 9, under a minute to go in the first. Pogue shot up off the glass, gets his own rebound somehow. Ball knocked away, or they're going to say a foul on the arm in that process. Just the third team foul on the Indians.
First foul committed by Luke Wolf.
Ever?
Wow. You witnessed the moment.
I was here. I'll get
his first break of the night. Maverick Trusty back in.
Off the inbound. This is Edson with it up top. Long three from Camdenton.
Big three.
Jackson Basham, and that shot was taken down in Camdenton.
19-13.
You gotta
Osage with the lead.
You got to have confidence.
That's Gruce's first of the night. I like that that had a little help.
Long almost comes up with the steal. Now this is Basham with it up top, picked up by Trusty. Black almost comes up with the steal as Pogue has it. 5 seconds left. Pogue has to go to work. His three-pointer is up, back iron, no good.
Come on now.
Offensive rebound put back, also no good, and that's how the first quarter, brought to you by Andy's Frozen Custard, goes. Osage up by 6 after 1, 19-13. We'll take a break. Back with the second after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Looking to celebrate New Year's Eve.
Traditionally a slow starting team in the first quarter, but they have come out on fire here in the first.
Well, that was just a blitzkrieg of activity there defensively from Osage, and Camden just looked almost kind of surprised and shocked. Had to call 2 timeouts before they could kind of steady the ship. But they have kind of crawled back into this one, down by 6. So now it's just Osage, to be patient, keep playing the game. That energy and that rush of the start of the game is going to carry for a little bit, but you got to have some discipline and some execution to take you all the way to the finish line.
Osage will start the second quarter with the basketball and a 6-point lead, looking to build off that momentum from the first quarter. Northrop has a double team on him, finds DePay up top. Now Childs has it on the wing. Harrison working hard inside. Trusty just can't quite find a passing lane to get it into him. Stays here with Osage.
Dane DePay with the baseline inbounds.
Goes to Harrison, now back to DePay. DePay will step into the triple on the wing. Back iron, no good. Northrop rips down the rebound, takes a jump step, and once he gets going, he really gets going.
Great offensive rebound. Love his confidence, going right back up with the shot. Osage up 21-13.
Camden with the basketball, down by 8. They're going to call Childs for the foul out on the perimeter.
It's his second on the night, early in the second quarter. That might earn him a little timeout. We'll see how Coach handles that. Coach is communicating that to Childs. Hey, you got 2. Be aware. I think he's an important player to have on the floor for sure.
I agree. Certainly the defensive heart and soul of this team. But he's kind of turned it up offensively as well. Trusty almost comes up with the steal. Shot up, no good. Weak side rebound. No, brought down by Kerr, and he's back up and in just over the fingertips of Northrop. Now Northrop almost loses a handle on it. Gets tripped, loses it from behind. Childs with it out near half court. Osage barely across the timeline.
Boy, they're struggling.
Yeah, the ball lost and knocked away. Camden comes up with it. Not great looking basketball right here as Basham has it. Cross-court pass. This one goes over to Pogue. Pogue has it, and it's taken away by DePay now on the pass. DePay, cross-court pass over to Trusty. He has it on the wing, looking for some help. Dribbles into the lane, lost a handle on it, and Kerr comes up with the steal for the Lakers. Now Colbert Harrison, right place, right time.
23-17, 5:50 in this second quarter.
Kind of an ugly, makes it 23-20.
Camden win this quarter, 7-4.
Trusty gets a screen, and the easy floater on the baseline. Tough angle, but past the timeline. Trying to go over to Harrison off his fingertips. Back the other way as Kerr comes up with the steal. One-on-one against Northrop. Northrop swats it, and he's going to be called for the foul. I think he thought the ball went out of bounds, but he's going to be called for the foul instead.
His
second quarter, kind of a frantic one.
Yes.
Not sure who that favors.
And there have been moments where it felt a little bit like last year, where things were just kind of falling apart a bit, just sloppy almost.
A little ugly, yeah. Northrop takes a seat as Long checks in for him. Both free throws no good. Rebound comes down to Camden. Ball knocked away by Long. Childs has the steal. Trying to go out to Trusty. Ball baseline inbound coming up for Osage. 4:51 left to go here in the second. 25-20 the score. Off the inbound goes to Long. Long looking for help. Finds DePay. DePay into the lane. Trying to hand it off to Harrison. Lost a handle on the ball. Knocked away. Kerr comes up with it. Now wants to throw it back behind the defense. This is Poe going one-on-one against Childs. That is in. Loses it out of bounds back to this Osage defense at all. You know that you can get points there. Black checks back in as the rotations are all amuck tonight for Coach E. Just doing something different here than what we're used to seeing. DePay, there's the pump fake, gets it over to Black. They're going to say DePay was.
Gavin Black saying, hey, I want those 2 points.
Northrop gets it on the inbound at 14 feet, dribbles to his right, diving finger roll and finishes.
27-24 in favor of the Indians, 3:44 left in this quarter.
Camdenton back with the basketball, down by 3. Pogue has it, picked up by Childs.
Childs having to play really smart and careful with his defense here. Doesn't want that third foul this early.
Pogue coming off a double screen. On the wing, three-pointer up, over the backboard, out of bounds.
Wolf and Gruce back on the floor. Harrison and Childs going to have a seat, get a breather. Wolf with the baseline inbounds.
Osage back with possession, coming up on 3 minutes to go in the half. Northrop with it on the wing. Trying to find Black off a screen. Instead, Northrop will dribble baseline, jumper up, no good. Rebound tip, knocked away off of Osage, out of bounds. Backcourt pressure from the Indians. This is Borby with it, picked up by Black. Coming off a double screen. Now want to dribble in, just throws it off of Gruce's knee, out of bounds. And that's his knee, 98% water, Steve. You cannot throw the ball through it.
I tell you, that Oscar Robbins, this is 6'4". He looks, usually the program inflates it, but he looks bigger than that out there.
I said, okay, but it seems like you're purposely doing that now, because I said in the pregame, no way. And now here you
go. Gruce out there is what I was saying. There we go.
Nice job by Trusty, that running push shot into the lane and gets it to fall. Got a screen right at 15 feet, and Trusty finishes.
29-24 in favor of the Indians.
Trusty's been so good at times this season for the Indians, especially on the offensive end, getting them some momentum going. Maybe that basket will help get something going for Osage here. They're switching on screen, Steve, out here. It's hard to do because Camdenton's running around doing a lot of different stuff. This is Kerr with it. Picked up by Maverick. Picks up his dribble. Spin shot. Whoa. Wolf with it outside the three-point line. Trusty with it on the wing. He'll step into the long three. Right iron, no good. Wolf, right place, right time, gets the rebound. Trusty gets it out on the perimeter again. Tries to go into the lane. The way knocked away by DePay, out of bounds. Good hustle from DePay.
Kind of effort getting back there. Just getting his hand right there, deflecting that ball. We're not giving up the easy bucket.
29-26, Osage in front by 3, 1:32 left to go here in the half.
Camden winning this quarter 13-10.
Second quarter brought to you by American Sun Control.
What are we taking a little break for?
Biggest rival, whereas Osage's clear biggest rival are the Eldon Mustangs, but this certainly has the feel of it tonight.
Okay, what are we doing here?
Well, I would say there's going to be a technical foul, and it's going to be assessed on the Camdenton Lakers.
Huh.
Thank you for your addition to the broadcast.
Nothing else to say to that.
You know what I mean, Vern? Vernon Presley.
Dane DePay minutes in the first of, I assume, 2.
Second one good.
30-26.
I like how you're just acting like no one listened to the girl. I don't appreciate it. Osage will get the basketball here, a chance to add to this lead.
I thought we weren't telling any jokes.
No, it's serious broadcast.
Mount Vernon is gone.
That's
you
true.
know, we're all about the Lakers.
You don't think
now.
they stuck around and watched?
No.
Interesting.
No, they got a long trip.
In the basket, a ton of contact, and they're going to hit Northup on the arm, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, I tell you.
Mr. Gwynn down there within them. Got quite a student section tonight.
There we go. Yeah, this is the first game I felt this much energy in the room this year. I mean, we've just spent a lot of time in tournaments so far this year and on the road. We're going to get Luke Wolf maybe, yep.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact out there near half court as Basham got tripped running through there. They're actually going to call that one on Wolf.
Yeah. So we got Harrison and Gruce playing, our 2 bigs here on the floor.
Yeah. As Camdenton tries to figure out how they want to attack this 2-3 zone that Osage has switched into now. Looking to go inside, they do. They work the high-low pass out now. This is Borby into the corner. Kerr's 3 is up. Rims off, no good. Weak side rebound comes down to Shepard. Shepard looking for help and throws it right to Trusty. Maverick with the interception. 40 seconds left to go here. Osage up by 5. Northup pump fakes, now pulls it back out. Looking for help, finds DePay up top.
30 seconds left in this second quarter, 31-26. Osage up by 5.
DePay picks up his dribble, looking for help, finds Trusty. 15 seconds. Trusty into the lane. Nice kind of a almost jump shot pass.
You know, not the assist because we didn't get the score, but that was a great pass looking for Harrison there in the paint. That's tough going down there tonight. Lots of activity in the lane.
10 seconds here for the Lakers to do something and chip into this lead before halftime. 31-26. Kerr with it across half court. Gets it to Pogue in the corner. Pump fakes the three. Now another pump fake. Cross court over to Basham. Long three up as time expires. No good. And that's how the first half will come to a close. Second quarter brought to you by American Sun Control comes to an end. Osage will take a 5-point lead into halftime. We'll take a break. Back with the Hy-Vee halftime report after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Coverage you need, people you trust.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
Sold out crowd at Remax Arena at Lake of the Ozarks, and Winter Shelton's got 5 seconds left to win this deal. Can they pull it off? Inbound passes to Shelton at the top of the key. They try to double team him. Shelton crosses over the competition with some razzle dazzle. 2, 1. He shoots the game winner, and it's Winter Shelton for the win.
Shelton is crushing it.
When buying a home or real estate, put the ball in Winter Shelton's hands for the game winner.
Winter Shelton's crushing it, yeah.
American Sun Control and Powder Coating is your powder coating and railing specialist at the lake. We can custom design new railings for your deck or pool area, or make your existing railing look like new again. Maybe it's time to enhance your outdoor living space with a new screened-in porch or room. Our 40 years of experience is your assurance of total satisfaction. Check us out online or Facebook. That's American Sun Control.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people. At 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
Back here at School of the Osage High School, halftime between the Camdenton Lakers and the School of the Osage Indians. Osage with a 5-point lead here at half, jumping out to a double-digit lead at one point there in the first quarter. And Camdenton has fought their way back into it, got it down to 2 at one point, and now the lead sits back at 5. The start of this third quarter going to be real big for both teams coming out and trying to gain the advantage here in the second half.
You know, I tell you, the start of that game, it almost felt like Camden just wasn't ready. It seemed like they almost, hey, we're the Class 5 team coming in here. We're better than you, and we're just going to be an easy night for us. And we hit them right in the mouth, and then they kind of woke up and climbed back into this one. Could two games be any more different than what we've experienced tonight from the girls' game, who they just had such an easy night, really, against Mount Vernon? And then, boy, this is exciting. Just the energy level in this room, every possession counting. I just feel like there's so much energy on the floor. It's almost out of control at times. And I think what this is going to come down to is, hey, we just need some players to calm down a little bit and handle the ball well, limit those turnovers. I don't know that Camden has the basketball players that are better than us, but they're bringing lots of energy on the floor, and we just got to make smart decisions, take care of the ball, and I think we're going to be all right in this one.
Yeah, not trying to say anything too controversial, because Camden has done a good job of keeping themselves in this game, I feel like, and I think that's what I'm trying to say is the Indians have kind of helped Camden keep themselves in this game. I think Osage is, in comparison to Camdenton, the team we saw in that first quarter when they jumped out to the big lead. But credit where it's due to this Laker team. They certainly didn't lay down without a fight, and they fought their way back into it, and they've hustled. They've been after loose balls. They're fighting the Indians for rebounds. they're not going away. And, Osage is going to have to, like you said, take care of the basketball, make good passes, make good shots down the stretch here in the second half to take home a win tonight.
I got some numbers here for you. Leading scorer tonight for Osage, Noah Northrup with 8, followed by Maverick Trusty with 7. Blake Harrison getting a start tonight. He has 6 points. Landon Childs with 4. Those were big 4 because he had the first 4 of the night. Gavin Black got his lone tray, and Dane DePay with 3. Those are the Osage Indians in the scorebook.
And the thing about Northup, Steve, is when he gets going, he can get on fire quickly, kind of like a gasoline, kind of like an octane.
I know what you're yes.
That's a good name.
It's Octane?
Yeah, Octane.
Noah Octane Northrup.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he gets hot, he's on fire quick. Anyways,
check that one off the list.
I'm done for the night.
Got a whole nother half.
Oh, I guess we do have a whole nother half here. And then we'll have another broadcast later on this week. It'll be the final game before Christmas as Knob Noster will come down. First time we have seen them on the schedule since I've been doing this for 7 years. So it'll be Knob Noster versus School of the Osage before Christmas on Thursday. And then December 30th, Osage is in the Moberly Shootout, the last game of that tournament weekend where they take on the host team, Moberly. That'll be 8 o'clock on Saturday, December 30th. We'll have both of those games broadcast for you live right here on 102.7, MoSportsZone.com on Thursday as far as the video broadcast goes. But we will have all the games throughout the course of the remainder of this season on 102.7 here. It does feel good to be home, though.
Oh, just everything feels right about this.
We had that long stretch last year where we didn't have a home game until like January 17th, and that didn't feel great. But now it's kind of one of those things, too, where we know in the second half of the season we got a lot of away games on the schedule there as well.
Well, and it doesn't feel like we've been home very much.
No.
Again, we've had those 2 tournaments. We went to we had Lynn and we had Eugene, and then we had that Norm Stewart Classic. So not a lot of time spent at home. It just feels right. I tell you, who does a good job here tonight?
Maya.
Lee Baker.
Okay.
I'm not arguing against Maya. Maya in the studio takes great care of us, no doubt about that.
Well, you think Lee Baker's doing a great job?
Lee Baker, the gymnasium announcer, there's nobody better. Does a great job.
He does do a good job. I did a couple games with him a few years ago. Tons of fun, great chemistry. Wish he could do it full time, but I get it. This is not a job for the faint at heart, Steve.
He's good.
Or in your case, the talented.
Hey, what bar is Camdenton?
They're a Caramello.
Okay, I see it. I was going for like a dark Milky Way.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one too. But you know what I'm talking about with the Caramello?
Yeah, the ooey gooey in the middle.
Well, I don't know about the candy bar itself. I just know about the wrapper. That's all that matters.
Was he a rapper?
Yeah, my favorite rapper is Caramello.
It sounds like it could be a rapper.
Yeah, that's Camdenton.
That's pretty good. Now bring up the dark Milky Way.
Dark Milky Way, okay. This is good radio.
This is...
Yeah, you're probably right there. I mean,
those are both good candidates.
Both
good candidates.
Yeah. Steve, how many Lakers do you think it would take to take you down in a fight?
I don't even know what a Laker is.
So 1.
That's always your answer.
This default answer.
What is a Laker?
It's like
just someone who does things on the lake?
Yeah.
And is that not the worst?
All right, well, let's just put it in context, please. What's a mountaineer?
Someone who conquers mountains.
Well, it's a Laker.
Someone who conquers the lake?
That's right, baby.
That's I know.
And and that's why the Lakers are in Los Angeles. All the great lakes out there by L.A.
The big one.
And then the other team is called the Clippers, which is a boat.
Pacific Lake.
So, yeah. Yeah, the big Pacific Lake out there, the biggest lake in the world. Right behind of the Ozarks.
Well, this start, I'm excited about the start here, this third quarter. We're not going to have all the hype of, that we had to begin the game. Camden's not going to be surprised by anything we bring. So it's just going to come down to execution and making plays. It'll be interesting to see if he's going to stick with, does it look like he's sticking with his starters for the night?
Looks like at 31-26, Osage a 5-point lead here to start the third quarter. And they will start on defense here if the possessor is correct. The LED possessor. You got any Christmas shopping you got to do this week?
I do. I did a little bit of Christmas shopping today.
Yeah.
I actually bought my wife's gift today.
What was it?
I can't say that.
Is she listening?
She might be listening.
Here, tell me off the air. Whisper it. Here. Oh, she's not going to like that.
I even turned off the location services on my phone, so she had no hints that way.
They're going to call. Childs comes up with the steal on the opening pass of the half. Yeah, and there was not a lot of I can tell you this. They let a lot more contact go in the first quarter.
That's just aggressive play. I'm disappointed in that call. He
So,
picks up his third early here in this third quarter.
Before a second comes off the clock. And the first possession is a three-pointer for Colton Ingold for the Lakers to make it a 2-point game. So not a great start in the first few seconds for the Indians.
Well, again, if you don't make that call and he gets the steal, it's a great start, but that just changes everything.
Northrop inside the three-point line, can't get it to fall. Rebound comes down to the Lakers. This is Basham with it.
Well, that's okay.
A dribble by Seamow. Back to Basham into the lane. His finger roll off the glass and good. A 5-point run to start the half. Ties this one up at 31.
First time we've been tied since the 0-0 mark, I believe.
Childs with it. And trying to go to DePay, and Ingold comes up with the steal. Throws it ahead to Basham, who pulls it back out, and then he'll shoot the long three. That shot was blocked by DePay, and I believe Northrop came down with the rebound. Now DePay working the baseline, finishing with the right hand, ton of contact, no call. Harrison down with the offensive rebound. Push shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Camden, and trying to save it from going out of bounds. It is out of bounds, stays here with the Indians. Baseline inbound coming up.
DePay and Harrison with two great looks there. Just couldn't quite get the ball to fall.
I'll say Harrison's look was pretty contested.
Fair enough.
Just didn't want to make it sound like he missed an easy one.
No, I'm not saying that either. I like the ball movement. I like the selfless play there.
I do like the proximity to which he took that shot. Trusty working through a double team. Now back in his man, and they're going to call a jump ball there as he spun in to shoot, and then the defender just kind of put his hand on the basketball as Trusty was going up. It'll be a jump ball, stays here with the Indians tied up at 31, 6:34 left to go here in the third quarter. Brought to you by Polylift Boat Lifts. Nice job by Northrop getting to the basket. Cannot get the finger roll to fall. And Pogue throws it back behind the defense, and there's the good hustle from DePay. Knocking it out of bounds, stays with the Lakers.
That's at least the second time that Dane DePay has had to go from coast to coast to prevent the easy bucket, and does so without drawing the foul. Nice job.
Baseline inbound to Basham. Gives over to Seamow. He's got some slippery shoes on. Basham in the lane, and it is a 7-0 run for the Lakers to give them a 2-point lead, their first lead of the night, 33-31 here in the third.
Basham looking like offensively the best ball player on the floor here in these last few possessions.
DePay open on the wing. His three-pointer up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Ball knocked away. Camden comes up with it. This is Pogue with it. Now thrown back behind the defense. This is Ingold working the baseline. Trying to go inside. Ball tipped. Knocked away by Harrison. Childs with the steal. Childs pulls up. 14-footer. Back iron. No good. Seamow down with the defensive rebound. And Osage needs to see a shot fall here. Nice denial there from Harrison as he denies the entry pass and then trying to save it from going out of bounds. Robbins can't, and it goes back to the Indians. 30-second timeout by Coach E. 5:33 left to go here in the third. We'll take one as well. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Polylift Boat Lifts.
Your boat is a major investment. Make sure it sits on a Polylift.
When you need a boat lift to raise your boat out of the water, choose the one voted best boat lift at the lake. Choose Polylift. Any size, built with the best quality construction, a lifetime warranty on the tanks, and the service to stand behind it. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
Back here at School of the Osage, 5:33 left to go here in the third. Osage down by 2, 33-31. Camdenton getting their first lead of the night off that last basket from Basham.
Basham's look good here in this quarter. Camdenton got a little run of their own. You know, we started out the game 7-0. They're starting at this half 7-0 in favor of the Lakers. So this is, you know, that slow start that we didn't see at the first of the game. We're seeing that here in this second half.
Osage dealing against the pressure. Trusty gets it on the wing. He'll step into the three, front iron, no good. Weak side rebound knocked around, and Seamow comes up with it. Now Basham has it back behind the Osage defense. Lost a handle on it into the lane. Harrison comes up with the steal, gives it over to Childs. Childs will push it up, goes to DePay in the corner. Pump fakes the three, dribbles into the lane, surrounded by 3 Lakers. Going to call a foul on the shot. So I believe 2 free throws coming up for DePay. And the free throw shooting, we talked about how not great it's been on Saturday, and it actually got worse, Steve.
Yeah, they shot 33% from the free throw line on Saturday, so that took their average down just, I think about 51% is what we're looking at the year. Not great.
Maybe we should just never talk about it.
That wasn't helpful. Whatever we did there didn't help.
No.
Dane DePay misses the first one.
That second one is in.
33-32. Lakers up by 1. Maverick Trusty with the deflection out of bounds.
Camdenton will retain possession here. Pogue knocked away from behind by Childs. Harrison will get the steal. Now kicks it up ahead. This is Northup with it. Picks up the dribble, looking for help. DePay swung around. Trusty open in the corner. Three-pointer up. Rims around, doesn't fall. Off of Child's fingertips. Basham comes up with it. Back the other way. Looking for numbers. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be off of Northup. It'll stay here with the Lakers.
Hey, great job by DePay and Northup getting back. Lakers look like they had numbers on the fast break. We get back, play some great defense, get the stop.
4:50 left to go here in the third. Osage down by 1. 3 on the wing up by Basham, and he has been a confident shooter here tonight. Gets that one to go. Another long 3 from him makes it a 4-point game. Northup back behind the defense. Into the lane. Tough shot up and over the defender, but Northup gets it to fall. Answers the triple. Makes it a 2-point game once again.
36-34. 4.5 minutes left in this quarter.
Now back the other way. This is Ingold with it, working on Childs. Into the lane, left his feet, finds Basham out on the perimeter.
Basham
gets off a screen, and another 3 up. Long 3, no good. Offensive rebound down by the Lakers, and Trusty just takes it away. Now quickly back the other way. Trusty trying to go over to Northup, almost off his fingertips, but he saves it. Coming back inside the lane. Now kick back out. This is DePay with it up top. Harrison gives him a good seal. Can't finish with the right hand. Weak side rebound down to Pogue. Pogue splits 2 defenders. Camdenton has numbers. He'll pull up for the 3, and it's in.
Camden's just making shots, and we're not. I mean, It's not about effort. It's not even really about execution in terms of defense or whatever. It's just they're making the buckets.
DePay into the lane, trying to answer. Was looking for Harrison underneath the basket, but Harrison just wasn't quite ready for it. Off his fingers, out of bounds. Luke Wolf, Andrew Gruce, and Dylan Long check in for the Indians.
Camden's winning this quarter 13-3. Had that 7-0 run to start. Osage down by 5.
Weak side defense coming over for the help as Gruce there with the stop, and another.
Oh, my goodness.
2 offensive rebounds for the Lakers. 3 offensive rebounds. Ball on the deck and lost. And it's going to be a tie-up, so it'll stay here with Camdenton. Wow, 3 really good looks for the Lakers. Couldn't get any of them to fall. Here with 3:11 left to go in the third. Camdenton will have the basketball up by 5. Baseline inbound coming up. Off the inbound, this is Robbins to Basham. Thought about the long 3. Goes in the lane, kicks it out to Pogue. His triple is up and good. And like you said, Steve, it's just a matter of the Lakers hitting shots and the Indians not having an answer for it. A 5-point lead for the Indians at halftime has turned into an 8-point lead for the Lakers here. DePay off a screen. Triple is up, back iron, no good. Fight for the board, ball tipped out. Edson comes up with it for Camdenton. Cross-court pass, tipped by Long. DePay comes up with it, and he's fouled as he goes to move down the floor.
We're a team that scored 19 points in the first quarter, and we scored 3 in this third quarter. That's a lot of what's going on here.
Trying to move the ball around the perimeter. Wolf hit on the arm by Edson. DePay with it, 2:27 left to go here in the third. DePay up top, working on Pogue. Spins into the lane, lost a handle on it, trying to go over to Groos. Ball on the deck. Trusty comes up with it, gets undercut, but finds Long on the wing, wide open for the three.
That's beautiful.
And that's up and good. So Osage
beautiful.
finally gets a fortuitous bounce. Long winds up with the three and gets it to fall.
That possession showing you it doesn't have to be pretty. Long taking advantage of the opportunity, making the shot.
Long three from Basham. What are you supposed to do, Steve, when you're hitting threes from way out there?
That's a shot that I would, that's just unconscious. That's one of those that you would almost, your coach be, don't take that shot. Don't take that shot. And he does, and he drains it.
Yeah, hard to get mad when it's going in.
19 points for him, it looks like, tonight.
Long, he'll step in. 17-footer, no good. Weak side rebound, going to be chased down by Wolf. He gets it over to Trusty. Trusty has it at the volleyball line, can't get it to fall. Weak side rebound, down to Kerr. Kerr kicks it over to Pogue, trying to go back behind the defense. DePay comes up with the interception. Osage throws it down the floor. This is Trusty now. Fakes left, goes right into the lane between two defenders. Tries to kick it back out to Wolf, but Basham comes up with the steal. Basham across the timeline. He'll step up. Long three up, no good. Long rebound, fought. Pogue. Trusty out of bounds. Off of Camdenton, back to Osage.
Ref just a little bit undecided there. I feel like it had to be either a foul on Camdenton or had to be out of bounds on Camdenton. All kinds of contact down there on the floor. Man, Dane DePay is doing such a great job playing defense just all over the floor, keeping us in it.
Under a minute to go here in the third. Osage down by 8 now, 45-37. Long off a screen, three-pointer up, front iron, no good. Groos fighting for the weak side rebound, comes up with it, gives it out to Gavin Black, swung up top to DePay. This is Long with it on the wing. Now back to DePay, over to Black on the wing. Working it around the perimeter, Groos working down low, Wolf working at 15 feet. 30 seconds to go here in the third. Black off a screen, he'll get the three up, and he rims around and gets it to fall. Black with the triple. Makes it a 5-point game with 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Basham would like nothing else than to be the guy to finish this quarter, I'm sure.
And he goes between his legs, long three up and unbelievable. Just absolutely, he would be on fire if this was a video game. DePay at half court, puts it up with 1 second left, rims around, doesn't fall. But Basham's big quarter leads Camdenton to an 8-point lead here at the end of the third. Take a break. Back with the final quarter after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
High-Tech Collision and Auto Body Repair, proudly servicing the Lake area and Central Missouri for over 28 years. High-Tech is always here for you, and they tow 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. High-Tech offers the best in complete collision repair and is the lake's one-stop shop. Accidents are scary, but the repairs shouldn't be. A proud supporter of our lake community and Camdenton and Osage basketball. Go Lakers, go Indians, go High-Tech. Call 348-9070.
Back here at School of the Osage High School, fourth quarter about to get underway, brought to you by Camden on the Lake, of course, our title sponsor. Duncan Diamond and Fine Jewelry all throughout the course of this season. A 5-point lead for the Indians at halftime, and a 13-point win for the Lakers in that quarter lead to an 8-point lead overall for Camdenton.
Hey, Wow. Basham, I'm being told by our partners over here, the most points he's scored in a game before tonight, 6.
And that's about how many threes. He has
22.
that many threes, yeah.
Wow. Down by 8. Here we go. They might want to start the clock.
Nope.
Scoreboard says 0-0 on the clock, but we've inbounded the ball, so we're going to have a restart.
If you were down there, that wouldn't happen. Do I need to send you back?
No, I love it.
Get back down there.
Here we go, restart.
Black off the screen. They switched to a zone against us. Northrop with it, out on the wing. Cross-court pass over to Black. Black trying to go up top to DePay. Ball knocked out of bounds, stays here with the Indians. Osage is at a point of the game, Steve. Obviously here in the fourth quarter, every possession counts on both sides of the basketball now. Got to get stops, got to get points. And all the passes that were good, crisp, and clean in the first are just not that right now.
Kind of making the Laker defense look pretty good right now. Here we go. Dane DePay running point.
Black on the wing. Pump fakes the 3. Now he'll step back into another triple. Back iron, no good. Chased down by Northrop. Back into the lane. Harrison has it. Pump fakes. Gets the shot to fall. He's fouled and will be at the line for one more. So the hustle from Northrop to throw it back in. Harrison comes up with the basketball, immediately attacks the basket, gets the shot to fall, gets fouled, and is at the line for one more.
And we're seeing that from Blake Harrison. That's the kind of ball we need from him.
Free throw is no good, though, and the free throw woes continue for the Indians this season. Still a 6-point game. Camdenton out in front right now. Just a Seamow with it. Working on DePay. Spins into the lane. Shot up off the glass. No good. Childs down with the weak side rebound. Has Trusty open. Decides not to give it over to him. Childs almost lost his footing. Gives it to Northrop. Northrop working the baseline. Finds Harrison inside. Harrison surrounded by 3 Lakers. Splits the difference between all of them. Gets a shot up on the rim, and it falls. Tough shot there from Harrison. But he gets it to fall. Makes it a 4-point game. 48-44. Camdenton back the other way. This is Burby with it. Gives it back. Basham almost lost it there. Ball swung out to Seamow. He's working the baseline. Reverse layup and great body control and great finish at the rim. I would love to see him do that 10 more times. I don't think it's possible. That was a very tricksy shot.
50-44 in favor of the Lakers.
Childs at 14 gets a screen, attacks the basket, draws the foul, and will be at the line for 2. And normally you feel pretty good about that. The free throw shooting not been great for the Indians.
Well, you can't change your game, based on your bad free throw shooting. You just gotta fix it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just make free throws.
Sounds so easy, doesn't it? And it is for you.
As a former champion.
How many times?
I mean, who's counting? 2. But I still got the plaque somewhere. That might be your Christmas gift if you keep it up.
You're going to give me your plaque or one of your plaques?
Well, yeah.
I
mean, they mean a lot to me, so I assume they mean a lot to you. Both free throws good from Childs after Steve was talking smack.
50-46. Lakers up by 4.
Pogue working against the full court pressure. Now here,
that's
Childs.
4.
Yeah, Childs going to be called for his 4th foul there. And Pogue, credit where it's due, Pogue did a good job of kind of initiating that contact and making it look a lot worse than it was. Basham and Pogue have played well at the guard position tonight for the Lakers.
Childs played quite a bit of game time there with 3 fouls. Looks like coach is going to leave him on the floor for now.
Basham out to Pogue. Pump fakes the 3, working inside. Trying to go at the basket, throws it up, no good. Rebound fought for, knocked away. Trusty somehow, right place, right time, comes up with it. Now Maverick throws it to Childs underneath the basket. Childs turns, push shot up and in over the front of the rim. Makes it a 2-point game. 50-48, 5:47 left to go. Trusty knocks the ball away off Camdenton, and they're going to say back to the Indians, off Camdenton.
Osage off to a great start this quarter, 8-2. Cutting the deficit to 2. They're down 50-48.
Timeout on the floor by Coach Edson for the Lakers. We'll take one as well. 5:44 left to go here in the fourth. Osage down by 2, 50-48. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
At Lake Regional, we're proud to offer a nationally accredited cancer center with deep expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and personalized treatment plans. Our team is here for one reason: you. We promise to be at your side from diagnosis to treatment and beyond, leaving no stone unturned. Lake Regional Cancer Center. Our commitment runs deep.
Back here at School of the Osage High School, a long night of basketball here, back-to-back girls varsity and boys varsity games. We are in the fourth quarter here. A little over 5 minutes left in this game. Osage finds themselves down by 2, 50-48 against the Camdenton Lakers.
Well, what a great night of basketball we've had. And 6 minutes left, is that what we said?
5:44.
5:44, about 6 minutes. So it's going to be a great finish.
If you're rounding up, Steve.
I was.
Oh, okay.
Osage starting this quarter exactly like they need to.
Go ahead.
Landon Child's a big part of that, and what he brings just in his activity defensively, creating some opportunities for us.
Starters on the floor for the Indians, a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession for Osage. Spent all of the first half leading before losing the lead in the third quarter. Now with a chance to get it back here. Trusty with it on the wing, gets a screen, goes inside to Childs, right at 7 feet, can't get the shot to go. Harrison fights for the offensive board, can't get the rebound, put back. Northrup with the rebound, and up and in. Northrup ties it up at 50.
Big shot.
Great hustle from the Indians.
Basham bringing the ball up, wanting to do something about that.
And he gets it high up off the glass and gets an answer of his own. Basham with 24 tonight for the Lakers. Makes it a 2-point lead once again for Camdenton. Northrup, he'll step into the three on the wing. Back iron, no good. Long rebound, fought for. Just off the fingertips of Harrison. Childs with the steal. Can't get the layup to fall, but he's fouled and will be at the line for 2.
He's on the floor. He fell hard there. He's back up.
Two free throws coming up for Childs. 4:54 left to go here in the fourth. First free throw good. Makes it a 1-point game, 52-51. Second free throw good.
Landon Childs doing his part to up that free throw percentage. He's made the last 4. He's been at the line.
Engel brings it up. Hands it off to Basham. He's got Northrup in front of him. Off a screen. Now Trusty on him. Wants to come back the other way. Gets just enough space. Three-pointer up, no good. DePay down with the rebound. And a foul called in the backcourt. 4th team foul on Camdenton, Steve. That means the fouls going forward on the Lakers will result in free throws for the Indians.
That's gonna be a factor in this game going down the stretch here. Both on both teams here. Can Camden just play smart defense and not commit silly fouls? And when they do, can Osage make the free throws?
Tied up at 52. Osage a chance to take the lead back on this possession. This is Northrup with it up top. Over to Trusty on the wing. Looking to go inside. Nothing doing there. They'll go back up top to Northrup. Northrup loses a handle on it. He's wide open for 3 and puts it up. Rims around, won't fall, fight for the rebound.
Osage ball.
Off Camdenton will stay here with the Indians. Harrison fighting off 3 Lakers underneath the basket to keep that basketball alive and gets the tip off of the Lakers. Stays here with Osage. Ball will go in to Harrison. He has it. Now finds Northrup. DePay with it. He'll dribble in the lane. Splits 2 defenders. Float shot off the glass. And it goes. Puts Osage back in front by 2. 54-52. This is Pogue back the other way. Has DePay in front of him. He's been good tonight. The freshman for the Lakers.
Yeah, he's already played a little ball tonight.
Gets a screen. Now gets another screen. Steps back over Trusty. Back iron. No good. Fight for the rebound. And the easy putback. Had position. Rob up and put it in. Ties this one up at 54. 3:36 left to go here in the fourth quarter. DePay over to Trusty on the wing. Trusty inside to Harrison. Now hands it off to Trusty again. Picks up his dribble, finds Childs out on the wing. Childs into the lane, kicks it out to DePay. DePay wide open on the wing. Three-pointer up front iron, no good. Poke down, weak side rebound. Lost a handle on it, and Harrison's going to get called for reaching in, trying to knock it away.
Yeah, Childs was afraid that he was going to be the one called for that. It's hard to believe only the first foul called on Blake Harrison tonight. Playing there in the paint with the trees.
3:17 left to go here in the fourth. Tied up at 54. Full court pressure going to be applied here from the Indians. Ball goes into Basham, who's had a great night, maybe a career night for him. Trying to throw the baseball pass back behind the defense. They do so. This is Ingold with it. Ingold hands it off to Edson. He's hit on the arm and will go the line for two. So back-to-back fouls on the Indians. Give them 3 fouls in this quarter.
That's a foul I like to see, though, there. I mean, I just hate to give up the easy basket. Campton did a good job, again, getting beyond that, just the pressure, the front pressure of our full-court defense. Got the easy bucket opportunity. Trusty says, no, not going to give that one. We're going to have to earn it the hard way here. Lakers missing the first free throw.
Dylan Kerr's first free throw is no good. Second one is up and good. Makes it a 1-point lead for the Lakers now. Childs will hand it in to DePay. DePay across the timeline. Picks up his dribble, finds Childs. Childs now into the lane. Out to Trusty. Three-pointer up in the corner. Back iron, no good. Weak side rebound comes down to Basham.
I like that shot. I'd take it again for Trusty.
Basham will bring it up, gives it over to Pogue. 1-point lead for the Lakers. Into the lane, spin move, double pump off the floor, gets the basket and the foul, and will go to the line. So 3 quick fouls on the Indians. That one on a shooting foul that went in. And Oscar Robbins at the line for one more, has the Lakers back in front by 3.
Foul called on Dane DePay, his first for the night.
Free throw is good, makes it a 2-possession game for the Indians.
2:44 left in this quarter. We got a timeout on the floor.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 58-54. Osage down by 4 here. Final 2 minutes of the fourth. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
KQUL, Lake Ozark.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading AirEase products. Every AirEase product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling for reliable products offered by reliable people. Call DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling.
2:44 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams. Maya back in the studio for us. Osage will have the basketball with a 4-point deficit on the board. A 5-point lead at halftime for the Indians. An 8-point lead for the Lakers after 3, tied up just a few minutes ago. And now a 4-point advantage for the Lakers is what we're looking at here down the stretch.
Osage up in this quarter 14-10. This possession's pretty big here.
Childs has it, goes over to Trusty. Thought about the 3, now comes into the lane. Hands it off to Harrison. Pump fakes the shot, can't get it to go, and Robbins down with the defensive rebound. And then throwing it away, coming back the other way. Just throwing it out of bounds. The Lakers did, gives the ball back to the Indians.
I like that possession. Trusty completely justified to take that shot. He passes up on it, drives in, creates the opportunity for Harrison. Harrison just couldn't quite get it over the rim to get the basket to fall.
Harrison with it. We'll hand it off to DePay. DePay gets a screen, now goes over to Northrop. DePay with it back up top. Long 3 up from him, right iron, no good, out of bounds, back to the Lakers.
.207, Lakers up by 4. Osage, another good look from Osage, just not getting the bucket.
Jump ball called out there. I was a little fearful. There was a lot of contact out there with DePay and Childs involved. And the next foul is free throws for either team going forward here in the fourth.
That could have easily been the 5th foul on Childs.
Absolutely. It easily could have been the 5th foul on the Indians. Pogue with it into the lane. Left-hand push shot, no good. Fight for the rebound, knocked around, and Pogue comes up with his own board. And I guarantee you Camdenton going to take care of the basketball here and run some clock off. Nope, just kidding. Basham going right to the lane, blocked by Northrup. Offensive rebound comes down to Pogue. Into the lane, Ingram. His shot won't fall, and Harrison down with the rebound.
Harrison.
Trying to go to Trusty, lost a handle on it. Ball on the deck. They're going to say a kick ball on Camdenton. I mean, there were legs flying everywhere. I didn't know who they were calling that one on.
We'll take the ball, though. 127, down by 4. Got to have a bucket.
I don't want to settle for anything here. I want to go, Coach E wants a timeout. He probably wants to talk about it for a little bit, figure out what he wants to do. 121 left to go here, 58-54. Our next broadcast coming to you live this Thursday night. Once again, here from School of the Osage, it'll be the final game before the holiday is over the weekend. The Indians will take on Knob Noster this Thursday night. Next Saturday night, the 30th, Osage will be up in Moberly for the Moberly Shootout. That'll be on December 30th, Saturday. Final game of that shootout weekend. Osage will take on the Spartans of Moberly in that one. I believe those games are taking place at the community college up there. Pretty neat little town in Moberly. I've actually called a game there at the community college a couple years ago when Eugene made their run in an attempted Final Four berth, falling just at the finish line there in the Elite Eight. Got to call that game there for them. So that is where Osage will be. Not this upcoming Saturday, but next Saturday on the 30th, right before New Year's Eve. Hopefully winding down 2023 with a win to head into 2024, where we'll have the first broadcast of the new year on January 2nd, live right here at School of the Osage. Osage taking on Dixon that night. I think I got it all covered there, Steve.
You did well. I think that night we're playing Moberly, we might have a few more listeners than the normal. That's a trip.
It is a jaunt. If only we had the luxury of just calling it from your home.
How in the world would that work?
It wouldn't. Childs into the lane. Tough shot by him. No good. Bash him down with a long rebound back the other way. Body control, no good. Fight for the board. Harrison going to be called for the foul. On the floor, doesn't matter. Still going to be free throws. So Childs misses the shot in the lane. The ball gets tipped out where Basham has it by himself back behind the defense. He can't get the layup to go. A foul on the rebound. And Dylan Kerr at the line for 2. And first free throw, no good. And if Osage can't come back and win this one, Steve, this might be one that they think about as the season goes on. Second free throw good, makes it a 5-point game. Childs with it across the timeline. We're under a minute to go. Coach E wants another timeout, wants to draw something up down here on this offensive set.
Yeah, he's got timeouts left on the board. You don't get to take them home with you. So let's make a plan and get a good look and get a shot to fall.
Hard to believe that this was a 5-point lead for the Indians at half. Hard to believe that it was a double-digit lead in the first quarter. It feels like this game was a complete script flip from what we've seen from Osage throughout the course of this season, with the big first quarter from them tonight and then kind of slowing down as the game has gone on.
Well, to me, it's all about Basham. I mean, you have a player who just playing outside of himself, just can't miss a shot, making huge threes, and in the meantime, we just didn't really have an answer for that. You know, offensively, we kind of went quiet during that time, and they climbed right back into the game and took the lead. And, you know, Basham's been a little quieter in this fourth quarter, but we're still not getting our shots to fall. Those big open looks from the three, we just haven't seen that fall in our favor tonight. But we still got a chance here. We got 53 8/10 of a second left in this game. Down by 5. Got to have a bucket here.
To pay with it, gets a screen from Harrison. Northrup has it up top, dribbles into the lane, goes right to the basket. Reverse finger roll up and in, makes it a 3-point game. Basham gets it back behind the defense. Now he'll pull it back out. Going to dribble around, kill some time. Picks up his dribble, looking for help. Finds Pogue on the opposite side.
22 seconds.
Pogue lost a handle on it, but they're going to say Harrison across the arm. That'll put Pogue at the line for 2. 19-9 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 3-point lead for the Lakers.
Harrison's third foul, but at this point of the game, that's kind of just doesn't really matter.
First free throw, no good.
Missed free throws by Camden really is what keeping us in this game here.
Second free throw is good. Makes it a 4-point game once again. Basham tips that one out of bounds. Northrop didn't see him running up behind him there. Coach E wants a timeout once again. 17.6 left to go here. Like you said, can't take him with you. And we really haven't seen Coach E use that many timeouts throughout the course of this season. You and I talked about off the air how quick and fast some of these games have been in terms of time that we were broadcasting and time that the game was going. This is certainly one of the longest games of the season for the Indians.
Looks like Jackson Long's checking in. We're going to get another shooter on the floor.
(60-56), Osage down by 4. Seeing what is going to be drawn up here for the Indians down the stretch. Osage has just kind of lacked that answer tonight, Steve, and I don't know who they're going to go to here for it. Obviously putting Long in. Long, Northrop, and DePay, probably the guys you're looking at to try and get any type of long-distance shot up here. You don't have to settle for that. Camdenton hasn't been hitting their free throws. Now's not the time to come in and settle for a three-pointer. If you can get a shot at the rim, you can take it.
Freshman Jackson Long going to be inbound the ball, baseline.
DePay will get it. Gets a screen. Now over to Long. He'll step into the triple. Front iron, no good. Fight for the ball on the deck. It's going to be a jump ball. It'll stay here with the Indians.
That's the look you wanted. I mean, that was a well-drawn-up play.
I mean, just a screen, and Long popped off of it as they tried to come out on DePay.
6.3 seconds left, down by 4.
Harrison, two-pointer up and in. The left-hand shot makes it a 2-point game. 3.3 seconds left. Coach E takes his final timeout. Of course, at the high school level, the clock runs after a made basket, so you're forced to take a timeout to get that clock stoppage that you would normally find at higher levels. 60-58 here. You know, Steve, something that really isn't implemented much is, you know, you talk about trying to go for the steal and everything, and at higher levels it's considered an intentional foul, but not so much at the high school level. I would think about fouling before the inbound even comes in. If you got a guy that you want to put on the free throw line, I would consider putting that situation out there where no time comes off the clock and you're able to get somebody on the free throw line. Because that's what you're going to want to do anyways, right?
Yeah, you can't have 3.3 seconds. It doesn't give him any options for sure.
No.
Coach Engelbrecht, Hall of Fame coach, he's seen it all. We'll see what he's going to draw up here.
Of course, Camdenton will have the luxury of getting to move up and down the baseline. All they have to do is try and get the basketball in. Then it'll be on the Indians to try and get a quick foul. 60-58. Lakers in front of the Indians here. 3 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
You know, a timeout. In a situation like this, you almost don't have enough time to say everything you need to say. I mean, Coach Engelbrecht has seen it all.
Look for a long pass here, Steve. They're just content on trying to get some time off the clock. Ball goes into Kerr.
2.3 seconds.
DePay smacks him in the back pretty hard. You could have made a case for an intentional foul in that situation, but DePay doing what he has to do to try and stop the clock.
Yeah, and DePay's not trying to hurt anybody. He's just trying to.
And I don't mean intentional in the way of, you know,
like
you
a
said,
flagrant kind of,
not
you know.
flagrant. But certainly an intentional foul. First free throw is good. That makes the second one real important. And you always say sometimes try and miss it. So you get time. It's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah, if he makes this, then he's
over,
icing the game. Even with 2 point. Let's see.
Free throw is no good. Childs down with the rebound. Shot up as time expires, and it's no good. And that's how this one comes to an end. Osage falls 61-58, the final score here, as Camdenton picks up the win at School of the Osage. We'll take a break. Back with the high-tech auto body postgame show after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Small in stature doesn't always mean small in power. Case in point, the Case Construction Compact Track Loader. Massive on power, but small enough to fit into tight spaces. The Case CTL puts more power and control in your hands with an 8-inch LCD multifunction display and electro-hydraulic controls that make even the most difficult jobs simple. See all the Case CTL skid loaders at Crown Power and Equipment. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
This Christmas, come to Duncan Diamonds and Fine Jewelry and shop our timeless diamond and gold styles for the perfect gift that shows appreciation for those you adore. This will be Duncan Jewelry's 49th Christmas, providing meaningful jewelry that becomes the perfect sentiment of enduring love that lasts a lifetime while maintaining its beauty and elegance for generations to come. Make the season sparkle with Duncan Diamonds and Fine Jewelry, 450 Osage Beach Parkway.
Are you looking for a rewarding career that includes tons of perks? Stop in today at your Jefferson City or Osage Beach IV and see the difference. They're offering extremely competitive pay, plus benefits include medical, dental, and life insurance backed by a 401k plan and bonuses. Find yourself in a career with Hy-Vee. Stop in today at your Jefferson City or Osage Beach Hy-Vee or visit high-v.com for employment opportunities.
Where'd you get that grin? Right above your chin.
Andy's Autumn of Awesome is here, and so are my hand-dipped caramel apples, made the old-fashioned way with Granny Smith apples and creamy caramel. Try double-dipped, roasted pecan or Reese's Pieces for a delicious dip back in time. Now at Andy's Frozen Custard.
With a smile at Andy's, top your day. With a smile at Andy's, top your day.
If the exterior of your home needs repair or it's in need of a fresh new look, Elite Roofing and Siding is here to help. Be assured you'll receive excellent service, as our customers have once again voted us Best Roofer at the Lake. We appreciate your business and for trusting us with the exterior of your home. Call us today at 302-ROOF. That's 302-ROOF for all your roofing and siding needs. Elite Roofing and Siding, serving the Lake area for more than 20 years.
Kids ask their parents a lot of questions.
Why can't people fly?
Gravity.
Is the moon really made of cheese?
Yep, cream cheese.
When can I move into a big kid's car seat?
For some questions, parents may not have the answer, but that's okay. They can't know everything, but knowing the right seat for their age and size will help protect them in a car crash. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Contact one of Miller County Health Center's certified car seat techs for assistance at 573-369-2400.
Back here at School of the Osage High School, final score, Camdenton 61, Osage 58. Coach Baumstark joining us here for the postgame show. And Coach, Steve and I talked about it in the pregame, and then we talked about it as that fourth quarter wound down. Almost felt like the script had flipped from what we've normally seen from the Indians this season. It's been slow starts that have been the problem for Osage. They come out, huge first quarter from them, even getting up to a double-digit lead, and then it just kind of slowly slowed down as the rest of the game went on tonight.
Yeah, defensively, our defensive pressure in the first half in general was probably the best we played all year, and being able to get up into people and stay in front of people and turning them over. And then our shots were falling in that first half. We couldn't buy a basket in the second half, but the first half, we played really well. We moved the ball, made the extra pass, and got some easy transition points. But our shots were falling from the outside, which always helps with a team like us, where if we get hot, we're a pretty tough team to beat. So, like I said, tale of two halves. We just couldn't buy a bucket, and they got really hot in the second half.
I kind of feel like going forward with this young team, this is going to be a learning experience for them tonight. This is the type of game that they're going to have to learn how to win down the stretch going forward.
Those four-quarter games, I think, I don't think we were content but we definitely didn't have the same level of intensity in the second half as we did in the first. You could tell that they made a point in the second half in their locker room at halftime that they were going to get up into us, and they pressured us a little bit in the second half too with their press, and they kind of sped us up more. We played more of their style of game in the second half where they want to get up and run and have a lot of transition stuff, which we also want to do that, but we also want to run some sets and do our things like that. And we had open looks in the second half. It's not like we didn't, but we just didn't. The shots that were falling in the first half, unfortunately, we're not falling for us in the second half.
Picking up from his end of the week last week, Blake Harrison makes it into the starting lineup tonight, and it felt like it was a continuation of him playing well. He brings an intensity to that starting lineup.
I mean, you guys saw it last year when Blake Harrison comes in the game. He just brings a different level of intensity and rebounding, and offensively, he gets rebounds for us, and some shots he makes underneath the basket, he's flailing his body all over the place. You don't know how he makes them, but like you said, he just brings another level of intensity, and he rises everybody. He brings everybody else's game on the defensive end up. So for him to have 12 points for us tonight is really good. Noah Northrup, I think the dude was flying around the whole game, getting on the floor defensively. He took pride in kind of staying in front of number 2 and turning him over a lot in the first half. But that's the type of team we can be. I think if this team buys in defensively and gets up in the people, and we have athletes everywhere. We're super athletic, and I think we're finally starting to get a rotation of guys that when they know it's their time to get on the court, like Gavin Black came in and had a couple threes for us that were big. And so just guys finding their roles, I think, is going to be big for us. And our schedule, we're playing a tough schedule this season. Like you guys have talked about. We picked up some different teams, Knob Noster on Thursday, but then we go up to Moberly and play them later on. And so games like these, like you said, we're definitely going to learn being a young team that we have to have 4 quarters, but it doesn't get much easier. But having a lot of practice over Christmas break, and now we have games over Christmas break. There were years where we went a whole month of not playing over Christmas break, and so throwing in a couple games over break will be definitely nice to keep us kind of into it.
Well, tough loss tonight, but I know you got, like you said, you got Christmas break off, so you got practices coming up, and then we'll have Knob Noster on Thursday. Coach Baumstark, thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it, guys.
We'll see you Thursday.
Thank you.
Again, the Indians fall short here in this one tonight. Final score 61-58, falling to the Camdenton Lakers. Steve, what do you have as far as point totals for the Indians here tonight?
Hey, our leading scorer tonight is Noah Northrup with 14. I heard Coach just reference the energy and activity that he brought tonight, both ends of the floor, but certainly offensively, followed by Blake Harrison with 12, Landon Childs with 10, Maverick Trusty with 7, Gavin Black with 6, Dane DePay with 6, and Jackson Long with a 3. Again, I heard Coach reference just shots not falling in that second half. Had some great looks. I think we needed, maybe a Maverick Trusty or Dane DePay to be in double digits there tonight. And, just shots weren't falling for him. Had some, I hate that for him, just the way they came out tonight with the energy and just really kind of imposing their will in that first quarter. And just not able to carry through the story of one quarter. You talked about against Fatima, you take away the first quarter, we win the rest of the game. It's the same thing tonight. You take away that third quarter, we win the rest of the game. Unfortunately, they count all the quarters.
Right,
We got to find a way, as Coach was saying, to put all 4 quarters together.
Well, we move on to Thursday, but before we do that, the Mills & Sons Insurance MVP of the game, I'm going to go Northrup, and I think it's more than just the points he put on the board tonight. I think it was the intensity he brought defensively. He was flying all over the place. I'm always in awe sometimes. I guess I'm not always of it sometimes, but I'm sometimes in awe of whenever he skies for a rebound. I'm like, wow, he really gets off the floor on some of these rebounds. And tonight he kind of did everything. He was a defensive stopper at points throughout that game, and he was the catalyst. He was the point scorer for us tonight at points too. And I felt like he played his best game of the season, and he's my Mills & Sons Insurance MVP of the night.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. When those 14 points came, only 1 3, right? So the rest of that were hard-earned points in the paint, and he's not a big guy that gets to create a lot of space with his body. He has to create that with his athleticism, and he did that. So totally in agreement of that. you just feel a little bit of you're just sad for this team. A game I think we could have won.
Yeah.
I think you could easily say should have won. I want to give all the respect to the Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they did what they had to do to win that game, and they get the W. What a great contest. I think every time we'd be playing the Lakers, I think it'd be a fight. Without Basham tonight, where would they be?
Yeah.
I mean, how many points do you end up with tonight?
I don't know, 22-ish.
And some of those points, again, were not just like open threes. These were threes that were 4, 5, 6 feet beyond the three-point line.
Closer to half court and closer to the three-point line.
We don't have any player. Occasionally you'll see Jackson Long pull the trigger like that, but we just don't take shots like that. And he was just feeling such a high level of confidence, and I guess was just given permission, and it worked out for him, and it worked out for the Lakers.
Well, Osage will have to bounce back this Thursday night. Another home game for the Indians as they'll take on Knob Noster. We'll have the call for you here. But for tonight, the Indians fall to the Lakers. Final score 61-58 here in the High-Tech Auto Body postgame show. For Steve Adams and Maya back in the studio, I am Craig Allen. Thank you for listening. This has been a presentation of Cool 102.7 Sports.
From the snap of the ball to the last play of the game, Danner Roofing and Construction specializes in commercial and residential roofing. Danner Roofing and Construction works hard all 4 quarters and completes every job from start to finish.